How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Welcome in. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. Happy early Father's Day, man. We got a lot of interesting things to talk about today. Man, I've just been having just a pretty good day today. And I've got a lot, and I mean a lot, to talk about and unpack when it comes to this Kendrick and Drake situation. I know the beef is over with, but there's just so much that we can, take from this and learn from this and analyze from this. So I just wanted to go ahead and ask y'all a pretty interesting question, right? So my question to you guys, right? I got a question for you. And so my question to you is, as a fan of hip hop, what type of hip hop are you listening to? And I know I want to be clear about what I'm asking you, because hip hop can come in many different types of varieties. And it's very easy for all of us to say, oh, yeah, I listen to rap, I listen to hip hop. And we think that we're saying the exact same thing. At the end of the day, we're not actually listening to the exact same thing. So, my question to you is, are you listening to trap, right? Are you listening to hip hop? Or are you listening to like classic rap, right? Totally different things there. We know trap is 808 heavy. It's got the big bass. It's more focused on the melody of that, on the melodies of that beat. And the rapper is kind of floating above, doing triplets above it and whatnot, right? And then we also have hip hop, which I think, like to me, when I think hip hop versus classic rap, hip hop definitely has a decent beat, but the rapper is definitely much more important. And in classic rap, the beat is almost forgotten. Like it's all about the actual rapper doing what they do, right? So I feel like at the end of the day, we're all listening to different things, okay? Um, and we all, what I'm listening to in my car is not the same thing that you're listening to in your car or your playlist, if you don't have a car, right? And I think that's something that sometimes we don't really realize is that, two cars could be next to each other. I could be listening to a certain style of hip hop, and then you could be listening to something. Or even, and here's a different perspective too, we can both be listening to the exact same artist, but listening to them in a different way. For example, we could both be listening to Drake, but me personally, I'm listening to Drake for his raps, and then the person over there, they could be listening to Drake for his singing. A lot of people love the way Drake sings. That's even Kendrick Lamar, said that he likes the way Drake sings. He just doesn't like certain things that he says in his raps, right? So, like I said, I do know a lot of people who listen to Drake for his love songs, and his vibey dance tracks, right? I do know a lot of people who do that. So, with all that being said, I feel like we don't realize that there is such a divide between all of us and what we could be listening to. And I'm going to try to explain what my point is because I feel like we all say that we're listening to hip hop, but we're not listening to the same kind of hip hop. And I believe that the Drake and Kendrick beef most likely revealed a huge division within hip hop based on what we listen to. And so what am I getting at? Okay, I'm going to try to actually get to the point a little bit. So I believe that there's basically two kinds of artists, two kinds of two lanes for hip hop. I'm going to call it two lanes. I believe we have the extremely lyrical MCs, right? Lyrical lyrics, just hardcore lyrics, bars, 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 double entendres, right? And then we also have MCs who are more melodic, right? So MCs who rely on their melody, who are more focused on the melody than the bars sometimes. And sometimes that can go too far. We all know that. Sometimes you can get so focused on the melody that there are no bars. You're practically singing, right? And so I believe that another way to describe the separation in those lanes is that those artists who are more willing to be lyrical, I feel like they need a terminology, and that terminology that I would like to call it is classic rap. Classic rap, and then the artists that are highly focused on the beat and the melody, usually we might call them modern trap. You know what I mean? So, anyways, so I've been on a journey after the beef between Kendrick and Drake. I've been on this journey. I went ahead and I listened to every Kendrick Lamar song because I was never a Kendrick Lamar fan. So I still went ahead and I listened to all of his songs. I listened to every album because I wanted to see if I was missing something. I'm a Drake fan. Y'all know that. I'm a hardcore Drake fan. Y'all know that. But I wanted to take a look at Kendrick's not selection, Kendrick's music and see if I can. Number one, could I be converted? Maybe. And if could I learn to like him? Could I even learn to like him more than Drake? I like to be a balanced guy. I like to have balance in life. That's really important. So, like I was saying, in the end, though, I did end up realizing that for the most part, I didn't rock with most of Kendrick's music on account of the beat selection, the types of beats that he chooses. Um, I don't particularly rock with most of them. I'm not going to say that I didn't like his tracks. I'm just going to say that I didn't rock with most of Kendrick's music. Um, Now, there were particular tracks that I did like when I listened to all of Kendrick's music. For example, I did like his track, Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. We gon' be alright. I listened to that. Loyalty, loyalty, loyalty. So, I mean, to be fair, those are kind of the mainstream hits. So, I mean, we got to be fair. So it's probably no surprise that I like those tracks. What I started to realize the more that I listened to Kendrick is that his music is very dense. And when I say dense, I need to be specific. Not synthetic. Like he prefers to use actual instruments. He uses really good singers in his tracks, right? And he it's not synthetic like computer stuff. Like everything's on a computer. Like he probably has real trumpet players. You know what I mean? And so I started to realize that, when he makes his albums, he tends to go in his own direction and then he makes like three mainstream hits. So what I mean by that is like, when somebody like Drake makes an album, of course we're going to speak about Drake. He tends to try to get, if he has 15 songs, he wants 15 mainstream hits. But when I was listening to Kendrick, I realized that Kendrick would put maybe 3 to 4 mainstream hits, and the rest of the tracks on that album is going to be just musical, unique things, very, very musical stuff. Experimental, definitely experimental type of music that a lot of mainstream artists wouldn't even consider doing something like that, right? And so what's fascinating about that is, well, technically, I am a former bass player. You guys probably don't know a lot about me, but I used to play bass. And so I can really appreciate the musicality that Kendrick seems to have. Like a lot of his tracks feature live instruments. And I kept thinking to myself, this kind of reminds me of back when I was playing music and we would have somebody who was kind of a quote unquote indie rapper and they would rap on top of our music, right? So our music would be, I'd be playing my bass, they'd be playing the drums, and there'd be a rapper, and it would always work. It'd work out pretty well. I used to love that. So I'm starting to realize Kendrick is kind of like a hip hop jazz fusion type of situation, you know, at least for most of his tracks. And then, like I said, three or four of those tracks will actually be mainstream. So, with all that being said, I think my point is, I do happen to prefer to listen to trap music with 808 bass beats. It's a weird transition from being a bass player to only wanting to hear that synthetic 808 bass type of beat. I don't know how that happened, but it did. And but I did start to realize that when I try to listen to Kendrick songs, especially the jazzy ones, it's not really music for you to really like bounce your head to. You're supposed to receive a message from that music, which is very that's something that how rap music always used to be. You're supposed to sit there taking a message. He's delivering a message to you. Just kind of sit there and take it in, figure out what he's trying to say. Sometimes it's deep. Sometimes it's just a very smart way to talk about something. Like, I mean, he was talking about there's one track where he was talking about just making love. You know what I mean? And so that's cool if he's gonna do that. But so I also wanted to clarify that, like, I realized that I had to have a different mental space when it comes to listening to his music. So listening to Kendrick, I feel like it requires a particular mental space compared to listening to my normal music. Normal. I even said normal. Listening to Drake, listening to trap, and so on and so forth. It's a different mental space, and I'm going to try to explain what I mean when I talk about different mental spaces. But in order to get to that, I actually want to go on a tangent, still related, and let y'all know that somebody had left me a comment on my last YouTube video about Lupe Fiasco, right? And so this person was a huge, huge, huge fan of Lupe Fiasco. They loved him, and they had basically told me to go ahead and listen to his newest track. He released something new. Shout out to Lupe Fiasco for giving the culture some new music to listen to. I love that. And so he basically had me listen to Lupe Fiasco, and what I realized is with Lupe Fiasco, you must sit down, pay attention, and process his lyrics because he's a great. So you don't want to just you don't want to be distracted. You don't want to be doing other things. You want to go ahead and process what Lupe Fiasco has to say. So basically, I sat down there and I was listening to him, listened to his whole track, and by the time I finished listening to it, I actually realized something pretty crazy. Um, Despite me sitting there paying attention, listening to everything he had to say, I did not understand what he had to say. Ken Lee Pierre, Lupe Fiasco is a better lyricist than Lamar. Wow. And I, to be honest, watch, I agree with you 100% because, like I was saying, I started to realize that I did not understand what he had to say. So, what you got to do with somebody great like Lupe, you got to go ahead and go to genius.com and you got to break down what he was saying. So I went to genius.com to break down what he was getting at. And what I like to do when I read stuff from Genius is I don't automatically press the translations and the understandings. What I do is I try to break it down myself and try to understand it myself. And that's when I realized that even when you read Lupe Fiasco's work, it is so above your head that you still need to really, really take the time to really think about what he's saying. Like, Lupe is the GOAT. He is just above and beyond and deep. And I started to realize something crazy about Lupe. I started to realize that this track in particular, Samurai, it's actually beyond rap. This track is poetry, which is unbelievable. Like that's some dense stuff. That's some intense and dense stuff that he's essentially. This is poetry, right? And so if we were to read Lupe's lyrics, so I'm gonna read it. So he said, "I got these really neat, very beautifully alliterated little battle raps for you. I got these really neat, very beautifully alliterated little battle raps for you. So come on through." Right. So really, really dense. So when I went ahead and I clicked on it, so I needed somebody to explain it to me. And what it says is Lupe is referencing Amy Winehouse, where she sent Salam Remy a voicemail about writing Wu Tang style, really neat, very beautiful, alliterated little battle raps. So think about how dense that is. First of all, not only did I have to like go to Genius, I had to actually know the history where Lupe watches the Amy Winehouse documentary. Like that is above and beyond. That's so intense and dense, and that's really a beautiful thing. And so Lupe is just unbelievably, poetic, and not everybody can appreciate that. The unfortunate reality is. So with that being said, I did go ahead and I listened to his other new track because he had another one that basically was a little bit easier to interpret because and this is going to be called it's Cake. This is definitely a much easier to interpret track for the mainstream person such as myself. I can be straightforward about where I'm at. For the mainstream guy like myself, and I'm gonna go to the lyrics. And by the way, shout out to Lupe for such an awesome music video. Just good vibes coming from that music video as well. You know what I mean? And so in Cake, what he says is compliments on my accomplishments are only possible due to your involvement, volume, level, and confidence. So what's crazy, like listen to me reading that without a beat and it's already rapping. It's already rapping, just like that. A consequence of stimulating your consciousness, activating the cognitive structures. I think all you motherfuckers and opposites. It's rap. You don't even need a beat. That's totally different, bro. You don't even need a beat with that, you know. So Lupe, man, Lupe is just an incredible, incredible person. You know what I mean? And so I definitely can't wait for him to actually release his album. I'm going to be listening to that. One of the tracks on that album is called Mumble Rap, by the way, which guess what that means? He's got a commentary about mumble rap. So when he does that, that's going to be unbelievable. Right. So, like I said, what I was trying to get at is, there's different lanes. And an artist like Lupe has a particular lane of poetic lyricists, okay, that sometimes a mainstream listener might not be able to catch on to that message. You know what I mean? And so what I was saying to myself is like, so imagine if he released that track 15, 20 years ago before genius.com. And I'm like, so how would somebody be able to receive that message? And I'm saying to myself, you know what? Most likely what you'd have to do is you'd have to listen to Lupe, write down what he's saying, write it down on paper because I'm pretending genius.com doesn't exist for a second. You have to write that down on paper and then probably go to like a college professor and be like, can you explain to me what Lupe is saying? Because this is intense, right? And so what I was saying, like that track in particular, it being poetry, I feel like you might hear something like that, like at a live poetry. Like I don't know if you guys ever went to live poetry, where they basically, there's a poet on stage and they're basically going over the poetry, not going over, they're saying the poetry, and you expect that you will not understand that poetry. because you expect it to be totally over your head, right? Typically speaking, right? So what I think is amazing about that track as well is that, you know, that's one particular lane, and I think I'd highly recommend you having that mindset to be able to listen to that track. So now what I did after that, which is pretty funny, I went into my car and my playlist is gonna be different, okay? I went into my car and guess what played? Future. Right after listening to Lupe Fiasco, Future comes on, right? And y'all gonna be I'm gonna make so many people mad with this. So Future comes on and this song called Pardon Me by Lil Yachty comes on. And let me read the lyrics to you. Pardon me, I've been still acting po. Pardon me, I've been acting little po. Pardon me, I've been still acting po. Pardon me, I've been acting little po. Name a strip club, I throw it. So if y'all don't understand Future's very complex lyrical writing, so he's saying, "Pardon me, I've been acting a little poor." Not a complete sentence at all. Not a complete sentence at all. And so he's saying that basically, even though he had made a lot of money, right? Even though he's making a lot of money, he's still acting like he used to act when he was broke, right? So like here you can see in this video, he's out there throwing dice, throwing money, hanging out with ratchet people, right? Pardon me, I've been still acting poor. And then he says, name a strip club, I'll throw it. So we all know that Future built his whole everything off of the strip club scene. And so he goes in the strip club, he throws that money, right? And so what's crazy to me is just thinking about how that is a simple message to receive. It's almost too simple, for the love of God. It's too simple. There's no comparison to Lupe Fiasco. There's no comparison at all. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's an easier message to receive. And so that's the other lane of hip hop, you know, the simpler, the mainstream, the simpler lane of hip hop, right? And so I gotta tell you, you know, the reality is that track, Pardon Me, I've been playing that track back to back to back to back to back to back over and over and over and over and over, right? So what I am basically getting at here is that basically there's two, well, it's two lanes of hip hop, and on one lane we have poetry, and then we have classic rap. On the other lane we have hip hop and trap, right? So on the classic rap side, we might say that might be something like Snoop Dogg, that might be something like Eminem, that might be something like Nas. Although some people say Nas is more like poetry. I don't know if that's what y'all would think, right? And so on the hip hop and trap side, we have now Drake. Drake, I might actually say he's more of a hip hop. Well, I mean, you could also say he's kind of like trap. You know what I mean? Okay. So wait a minute, let me just check something because wait, it's saying that we've detected a video. Wow. Oh, so you you can't even play other videos in your stream. That's crazy. Oh, okay. So I got to stop playing videos in my stream. I didn't know you can't play videos. I thought you could only not play music. That's actually pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy. Um, so basically, the mainstream music that I'm listening to is going to be on the hip hop and the trap side. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with that. Now, I found myself listening to another track. Okay, and I know y'all gonna love. I don't know if y'all remember this one by Drake. Let me see what this one is called. Okay, here it is. And let me go ahead and let y'all look at the lyrics with me. And if y'all remember this track, Summer 16, this is a track that I'm really, really, really bumping hardcore. You know what I mean? And this is Summer 16 by Drake. And so let's read his lyrics. So he says, looking for revenge. Actually, let me sing it. Looking for revenge all summer 16. All summer 16. Playing dirty, not clean. Out in front of Four Seasons. Looking like a damn football team. Okay. If you think I could sing, let me know. Because I'm trying to, maybe get signed or something like that. You know what I mean? So these lyrics, basically, they're pretty simple. He's looking for revenge. So this track was actually made after he beat Meek Mill, and he basically was celebrating that win. You know what I mean? So after he did that, he made this track. So it says he's looking for revenge all summer 16, playing dirty, not clean, out in front of the Four Seasons, looking like a damn football team. So basically, if you don't remember, he went to Meek Mill's hotel. He went on the top floor above him, and he played back to back over and over, back to back, over and over and over and over and over on top of Lupe Fiasco's room, right? So that was messed up that he did that. But I mean, it's a diss track. War is war at the end of the day, right? So this track, to me, and I want to get your opinion. I feel like lyrics like this, not as dense as and poetic as Lupe Fiasco. I feel like this is a form of rap social media, if that makes any sense, right? I don't know if that makes sense to you. It's like he's telling you how he feels in the form of rap, and he's not necessarily overly concerned with the hardcore lyricism. He's just trying to make a point, right? I don't know what you think. So in the next one, he says, "Tell Obama that my verses are just like the whips that he and they bulletproof," right? So in that one, there was a little bit of an altercation with him and Obama, where Obama said that Kendrick was going to beat him, and he didn't like that, right? And I guess Obama was right. I guess Obama was right, man. That's just unfortunate. In the end, Kendrick did win. You know what I mean? So, what I think that we all have to just, learn how to be open minded to all forms of rap. And maybe I'm talking to myself. We got to be open minded, and be willing to listen to that's typical it's classic rap, and then we should be willing to listen to trap as well. You know what I mean? Because it's all important stuff here. You know. So I want to go ahead and switch gears and talk about something pretty interesting. So we're gonna go back to my old video. This video got a lot of angry comments. Got a lot of angry comments. So if the battle had happened in 2017, maybe Drake would have won. That's a good point. That's a good point. If this was 2017, I think Drake probably would have won that battle. 2017 Drake was a different Drake in the first place, right? So I actually do agree with you, Kenley Pierre. That's actually a good point as well. You know what I mean? So in my video, Kendrick Lamar versus Eminem, I got in a bit of trouble with that video, because I got over 158 comments on that one. The funny thing is, I got more comments on that one than my previous video where I admitted that Drake had won. I'm sorry, Drake had lost. So people were people had a lot to say, and I made the mistake of saying that Kendrick and Eminem had actually battled when they didn't. So Drake was not good mentally rapping at this point in his career. Kenley, that is so true. That is so true. Drake was in a bad place mentally. It was almost like I honestly said Drake was probably thinking of retiring. You know what I mean? I personally thought that he was thinking about retiring, and then I feel like this track situation kind of brought him back into the kind of brought him back into having to actually defend himself in rap. You know what I mean? So, like I was saying in my previous video, I did get accused of instigating a fight between Kendrick Lamar and Eminem. So I do apologize for trying to do that. I didn't mean to. I know I said that I did mean to do that, but I did put out a statement, an apology, and I said, I apologize for trying to instigate that fight. They didn't actually clash with each other. I was trying to start a discussion on who would win, Kendrick Lamar or Eminem, and a lot of people did actually just discuss that debate. They actually discussed things, and so I appreciate the people who saw it like that, and I apologize to those who thought I was trying to start something. You know what I mean? Oh snap! I keep forgetting to not open it like that, but yeah. So because he ran out of people to pay homage to. Yeah, shout out, hey, Shauna Green. You know, yeah, he did run out of people to pay homage to. Although I'm trying to see, what did you mean by that exactly? Just wanted if you could clarify what you meant because I might be processing what you said a little bit differently when you said he ran out of people to pay homage to. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, so like I was saying, so I did have a dream. So here's what happened. I had this dream that I was walking down the street listening to Drake, and then I hear somebody say, "Hey," and then I turn around and I see Will Smith behind me walking up, and he says, "Keep Kendrick Lamar and Eminem's name out your fucking mouth," and then he smacks the shit out of me, and I wake up in a cold sweat, and I look in the mirror, and I swear I could see Will Smith's handprint on my cheek. You know what I mean? So that's why I did have to release that apology for that. And just let's just debate about goat. I like debating about goats, about who's the very best. You know what I mean? Now somebody did act crazy, and they were like, "Oh, maybe YouTube is not the career for you." And I gotta say, at the end of the day, man, listen. let me tell you something. I got a crack in my windshield right now. They told me, man, it's gonna cost $300 to fix that. You know what I mean? If you look at my channel, I used to I try to be a rapper. I try to be a producer. Man, I got a day job, man. So I got to figure something out so that I can see if I can succeed in any other way. So I'm going to just try to learn from my mistakes and try to get better. You know what I mean? Now I want to kind of switch gears on a different perspective. Somebody else had made a comment on that video about she just didn't get that there were people who liked Drake who were as old as I am. She was throwing subs. She was kind of throwing me under the bus. She's like, why in the heck would people like Drake? Older people like that. And at first I got all defensive and I was like, bro, you can like whatever you want to like. Right? You can like anything that you want to like. If I want to like Drake, if I want to like Eminem, if I want to like Cardi B, if I want to like this and that, I could like that person. But then I realized that at the end of the day, I was taking it a little bit personal. And it wasn't about whether, it wasn't about what I liked. It was about a perspective that certain people have. And I think that what it is, people like, everybody has a favorite Drake song. And what I think is that most people don't like Drake. They just like a song. by Drake, right? And so everybody's kind of like liking a song, but they clown Drake, and then they didn't realize that at the end of the day, there are people who seriously are fans of Drake. They don't believe that they're serious Drake fans, and even myself, I started to realize that there are other serious Drake fans. I'm on a Reddit thread, and I'm congregating with other serious Drake fans. We're real. We really do like him. Like we're real, okay? And so it's not so much. I didn't really need to get defensive, so I'm not really gonna, get defensive about her saying, "Oh yeah, 30-year-old guy likes Drake." You know, academics like Drake. Academics, DJ Academics is a true Drake fan. And I'm inspired by Academics. I'm trying to follow in his footsteps. Hopefully, me and Academics could actually have a conversation one day. You know what I mean? So hopefully that happens. So shout out to Academics. Hopefully we can talk one day and talk about Drake and whatnot if we have to. You know what I mean? Shauna Green says a lot of his lyrics and his songs are exact lyrics from other artists. Destiny's Child, Aaliyah, Mace, Diddy took Rappin' Forte's entire flow and verse, all in all in the name of paying homage. Boy, Shauna is on Drake's ass. So that's why he's not good mentally at this point in his career, because he's run out of lyrics to steal. Because he done stole a shitload. There's a 17-minute video online with all of these examples. Link me, Shauna. Send me the link. Send me the link, okay? Send me the link of that. All right. Because I will be reacting to that video. I will be reacting. Okay. Shauna is on Drake's behind, boy. Drake, man, what did you do? You made everybody mad. You made why you did that to these people, Drake? I'm out here trying to defend you. You know what I mean? So, I can't. One thing, Shauna, let me be real with you. I will never deny that Drake has been inspired by other people. Never, ever, ever. Will deny that Drake has been inspired in some ways. Now, you said he's stole from Destiny's Child, Aaliyah, Mason, Diddy. All right. If he did, I mean, I like to use the word inspire, but maybe use the word stole. I'm not going to deny that he was inspired. You know what I mean? Um, she said, so now the word we're using is inspired. Inspired. Yes, that's the word we're using, okay? Everybody needs inspiration in life. You know what I mean? And he is inspired by everybody. Inspired by everybody. So, yeah. Shauna said she gonna find that video. Now, Shauna, you don't have to. But I understand if you're gonna listen. You got me on the stand here. If you go find that video, I'll watch the video on stream and react to it. I'm not gonna stop you. Shauna said we gonna look at this video. Oh man, that's what's up. So she said, "Hold up, are you sitting in front of a PC?" Yeah, I'm in front of my computer. I'm streaming in front of my PC, so I can actually, if you just search it, if you got the title of the video, I can actually just look that up. Because the video, I do have this video that I was gonna watch. 17 minutes Drake stealing lyrics. 17 minutes of Drake stealing lyrics. Oh boy. Let's do it. Let's do it, baby. Let's do it. Let's see how this is gonna go. See if I could defend him at this point. Let me see. 17 minutes of Drake stealing lyrics. How dare you make me type that, Shauna? I'm gonna give this a try, but let me see. Let me turn on the. Oh wait, here's the. Okay, I'm sorry, Shauna. So I can't play this because of the music. I can play the video, but if I play the music, YouTube, I get in trouble with YouTube. So I'm gonna go ahead and just use the benefit of the doubt because I don't know if I want to watch 17 minutes of Drake stealing lyrics as a Drake fan. That's kind of tough for me to do. That's kind of hard for me to do, Sean. I know you putting me on a stand right here. You know what I mean? She said you can listen. I watched it. Hella. Shauna, why are you watching this so many times? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. But anyways, let us move on. Let us move on. Shauna don't play no games when it comes to Shauna. What's your favorite Drake song? Give me a Drake song so that I don't look so bad right now. You gotta have a favorite Drake song, right? Because like just hold on, we're coming home. Do 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 do. Just hold on, we're coming home. Ooh oh oh oh. Come on, everybody got a favorite Drake song. You know what I mean? She said, because we dragged this Canadian dipstick on Reddit in this video. See, I bet you, because I be on Reddit. You don't have a favorite Drake song? I don't like Drake, yeah. Guys, look at how she typed that out one by one to emphasize that she's saying this with emphasis. Look at how she's clarifying very clearly that when Kendrick was like, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, I hate the way that you dress. When Kendrick was saying that, I hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, Shauna was yelling that at the top of her lungs, right? Kenley said, mine is 5 a.m. in Toronto, Tuscan leather. Kenley, that tells me so much about you. You want to know why that tells me? That tells me you look for his raps. If you're doing 5 a.m.s, 7 a.m.s, you're looking for his raps. And that I gotta respect you for that. So let Shauna know that Drake be rapping, okay? Let her know. Okay? So I respect you for that. You know, Drake can rap all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Shauna said at the top of her lungs, I hate the way that you walk. That's what the culture feeling. So you know what? So I want you to understand that I fuck with the Euphoria. I'm a Drake fan. I fuck with the track. So I be singing this track. It'd be awkward as fuck when I had to say that's what the culture feeling. That should be hurting my feelings because I don't agree with that. The thing, you know what stresses me out? I remember like 80% of the lyrics on Euphoria, and that's hella crazy. Like that is like that. His bars just kind of hit. You know what I mean? It's That's just the reality. But hey, let me ask y'all a question. Let me switch off of Drake for a second. I know Shauna got a lot to say about Drake. So y'all listening to J. Cole's Grippy? She like my grippy, and then I'm my grippy. She like my kip game, and then I'm licky. What did y'all think about that track? Let me go to Genius. Did y'all like his track? Um, Shauna said, "Hell no." And when you kick me, I put it front row of the Nick gang. I like that track. That track is a good track. Mm, it's Rippy and then I'm Nikki. La 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 and I'm Nikki. She said she's strictly right. See me, Shauna, why do me and you don't listen to the same stuff? That's what we gonna Kenley said that's not a good track. All right. All right, guys, like I gotta have some type of consensus in here. I thought that he did better than Cash Cobain on that track. Cash Cobain did not carry at all. And I feel like this is really J. Cole featuring, he said he was out of place. So I feel like it's always good for an artist to expand and experiment and see what they sound like on different tracks because you just never know. And I think that he was just doing that. He was expanding, he was doing something different, doing something new, and he was trying something out. Now, what he did really weird though, the timing of this track was terrible. To release this after all the diss tracks and all of that was the worst idea ever. Right? It was the worst thing he could have ever done. Right? And I feel like he should have held back on releasing this track. Right? And he should have released something harder than this. Because this is kind of like, first of all, this was a feature. So this wasn't like him really trying to show what he can do. He was just kind of trying to like jump on this track and just Shauna, you gonna make me read that comment? He expanded like an intestine and released a fart. Shauna, you're a gangster, an OG, an OG. So let me ask y'all a different question. Do y'all think one day J. Cole and Kendrick might end up beefing again? Here we go again. I'm starting something. I gotta stop. Y'all think Kendrick and J. Cole, is there any small chance that they gonna cross paths again? Okay. Nope, they homies. Okay. So let me put a stop to that. Shauna said they homies. Let's go ahead and put a stop. That ain't gonna happen. You know, I definitely agree. I think Kendrick literally saying on stage, J. Cole is, I'm sorry, I got it in reverse. I think J. Cole saying on stage, Kendrick is my homie, that says everything we need to say. That says everything he needs to say. They ain't ever gonna bump heads ever again. That's not gonna happen ever again. Okay, so we can move on to that, move on to a different question, because the fact is that is never going to happen at the end of the day. J. Cole can be saved, Drake is beyond saved. Explain that a little bit more. Are you trying to say that Drake's career is over? Or are you saying that, like, they can never be, Kendrick and Drake can never be friends? I just want you to expand on that a little bit, because in my opinion, you know, Drake ain't gonna have. Oh, oops! Almost pressed the wrong button. Will be the Book of Flame. Did y'all hear that? Because if y'all heard that, YouTube is gonna get me in trouble. So not the career, their mental. So Drake's mental space is gone. You know what I mean? We're gonna have to see how he pulls himself back mentally from this, because he is in a bad space at this point. You know what I'm saying? I want to switch topics and ask y'all, do y'all know who Lil B is? Y'all know Lil B? And do y'all mess with Lil B even a little bit? You know what I mean? Lil B just released a new mixtape called The Book of Flame. So Lil B, if you don't know him, Lil B is that guy. Oh, nobody heard of him? Do y'all remember this song? Wonton Soup. Not me pulling up a picture of wonton soup, literally. Josiah wonton soup. No, 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 soup. No, 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 soup. Whoop. No, 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 no. Okay, so y'all don't know who he is. He was a rapper. He is a rapper. Not famous, not mainstream, but well known on the internet. He released a new album. I think the reason I brought him up is to let y'all know that he released a new album, but it's an album. So he used to make tracks that were mostly they were kind of like not that serious, but this time he did release an album that was very serious. But if y'all want to go check him out, y'all can. Listen to the first song. If you like him, you like him. You don't, you don't. I missed a comment. So when Drake is mature, he will eventually piece it out with Kendrick. So yeah, I don't know how long it's gonna take before he can actually make amends with Kendrick. Could be a pretty long time. You know what I mean? I think it might be like 2 or 3 years before he actually makes peace with Kendrick. But let's hope they can make peace. It's hard to make peace after those allegations. Those allegations, the allegations I'm talking about, they were hardcore. So it's kind of hard to make peace after calling him an appreciator of kids. After Kendrick basically called him, yeah. It's hard to make friends after those allegations. You know what I mean? But let's see if they can do it. I think Kendrick would have to retract that statement. You know what he called him? A PDF file. Yeah, that's just. I don't even want to say that. You know what I mean? So let me ask y'all another question. So did y'all hear about let me get this video up. Did y'all hear about this? Y'all gonna like this one. Let me put my browser up.
Metro, shut your whole ass up and make some drums, nigga.
Peace, y'all. It's your boy Johnny Fastlane here with allhiphop.com. So this situation is crazy, man, because right there, that was a clip of 21 Savage telling Metro Boomin, shut your ass up and make some drums, right? Okay, so y'all know the whole situation, man. 21 Savage has made a lot of money with Drake this year, but it's crazy because Metro Boomin and 21 Savage are really good friends, right? So Metro Boomin decided to troll 21 Savage today, right? Metro Boomin is on 21 Savage's live, just leaving a bunch of comments saying, I bet you got an OVO tramp stamp and a bunch of crazy things like that. Then when he started seeing all the comments that Metro Boomin was saying about Drake and everything like that, he cut Metro Boomin off, said, I'm about to block your ass, and then said, set your whole ass up and make some drums, right? It's crazy because, of course, they're just trolling each other and playing around, and if anyone would be able.
So y'all heard that? Let me ask y'all a question. So first of all, it was pretty interesting to see 21 Savage sort of choose Drake. I'm not saying he totally was like Drake is his boy, but he sort of picked Drake and sided with Drake a little bit over Metro. Pretty surprising because Metro basically, what album was that again? The one where he's like, oh no, my ex bitch, something ex bitch. Metro was all over that album. So to see them have even a little bit of disagreement, so I've heard that technically 21 Savage blocked Metro Boomin on Instagram. So I don't know if that's going to last forever. I don't know if they'll come around. It is surprising to see this happen. Let me play the clip again.
To squash the beef between Metro Boomin and Drake, it would be 21 Savage. So let me know what y'all think about this in the comments.
Metro, shut.
So it's crazy that they ended up even having that disagreement. To be honest, though, for the love of God, I don't even think anybody else sided with Drake in the celebrity world except 50 Cent. 50 Cent sided with Drake and DJ Academics. But I mean, that's kind of a given that DJ Academics would side with Drake, you know what I mean? So I don't agree. They are Jacob and Esau. Wow, Shauna. We got here, Shauna, you are. They will agree to peacefully coexist. And if Drake is smart, he ain't gonna let Kendrick's name come out his fucking mouth. Yo, this is a gangster person. This person is an OG. Yo. So Shorter said, I take it back. There's one Drake song that it's the one written and performed by Quentin Miller. We don't talk about Quentin Miller over here. Oh man. We don't talk about Quentin. Oh boy. She getting at me. She getting at me over here. Okay. Quentin might have contributed. Now hold on, Sean. Watch this. He might have contributed a bar here or there, just a small bar, a word, a phrase. You know what I mean? Nothing too like hardcore. He never wrote everything. Right, Shauna? Never wrote anything, just a bar. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. You know what I mean? He's, oh yeah, Drake, you know what? Just change this bar a little bit like this. And Drake's like, oh really? Just that one bar? And yeah. they collaborated, unfortunately. Kenley, they collaborated. Correct word. Correct word. Collaboration. Hip hop is all about collaboration. Okay. It's all about collaboration. Oh my God, you need to watch that 17-minute video. Holy. I would have watched it. I would have watched it, Shauna. But YouTube won't let me. You know what I mean? You know, Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So I do want to watch something. I'm gonna listen, Sean. I want you to understand something about me. Look, put me on a fire. I'm gonna try my best to defend Drake because I got this video. I got this video that's gonna put me on my behind anyways. When y'all see this video, I'm gonna do a reaction. I don't know if y'all are into like reacting to content, but let me show you this video that where the heck is it? Oh, here it is. Ooh yeah. Yeah, watch this. Kenley. So look what Kenley said. So when Jay-Z does it, or other rappers does it, it's fine. So Shauna, when Jay-Z gets inspiration, because that's the word we're gonna use is inspiration. When Jay-Z gets inspiration, it's okay for him to do it, right? It's fine. Is that what you're saying, Kenley? I don't want to put words in your mouth. It's fine when Jay-Z does it. Is that right, Kenley? But when Drake does it, oh, he a culture vulture, he a culture vulture this, he a culture vulture that. You know, people get mad at Drake for doing that, right? So even then, I'm about to watch this video with y'all. It's called. Oh, let me turn on my thing. It's called the Drake feature Curse, and I got a lot to say about this. I don't agree with everything this video got to say about Drake. So I'm gonna play this. Let me know if y'all can hear the video too, okay?
For years, people have talked about Drake giving new artists a major boost with a feature, either on one of their songs or guesting on his projects. Because he's seen as putting so many rappers on over the years, it's no surprise that a lot of them feel indebted to him.
Y'all can hear the video. I'm just mic test 1, 2. Y'all hear the video?
I messaged Drake like, he a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? He like,
right.
He real observant.
So this has been in a long time.
Me like 2018 we're gonna make it happen, but we made it happen for real.
But while we all know the success stories of people like Lil Baby and 21 Savage, what happens when the Drake cosign backfires and becomes the highlight of your career? And does that feature from Drizzy come with strings attached?
That's right, Kenley. Kenley said pays homage to rappers. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Drake pays homage. But let's stick to the damn subject. Let me hear you say when Kendrick does it. I'll wait. Oh, you can't next. Right? Doesn't Kendrick also pay homage and get inspiration? You know what I mean?
That means you can never escape his shadow. From Kendrick Lamar accusing Drake of, quote, running to Atlanta when he needs a few dollars, and specifically mentioning how he uses his features with rappers like Future, 21 Savage, Lil Baby, and 2 Chainz as a way to be more accepted by the culture, it highlights a deeper point that I want to dive more into later in the video. Cause these days, we have rappers like Rod Wave, a top selling rapper with a diehard fan base, and the ability to sell out huge venues worldwide, even going as far as to turn down a feature from Drake. So it's clear that
now, Mr. YouTuber, you're going a little bit too fast there. So, you know, Rod Wave says he's supposed to be on a Lemon Pepper freestyle. You know, listen, either you want to get that Drake feature or not, okay? At the end of the day, don't be every time someone says they turned down a feature, they got to turn it into, oh, I didn't want Drake to steal my wave. No pun intended, Rod Wave. Right. Just say you might have listened to the song and then you just like, you know what, I'm not feeling it. You know what I mean? So Kendrick has writers too, low key. Kendrick has writers too. Shauna.
that something fishy is going on, but before we get into how things went so wrong, I first need to explain how Drizzy got this reputation as a cheat code for success. By the year 2020, Drake assisted 32 artists to their highest Hot 100 position.
The boy, that's what I'm talking about. Drake assisted 32 artists to their highest Hot 1 position. It's the Midas touch. The Midas touch, baby. Say thank you. Say thank you. Drake is basically the Temu of music. Shauna, let's continue.
At the time. This included major stats like Kendrick Lamar, Future, Lil Baby, and many, many more. On average, the artists climbed up 19 spots from their previous highest position. Plus, 18 of these artists had never even made it onto the charts in the first place before they got that Drake's.
18 artists had never charted. The boy, the Midas touch. Right? Say thank you. Say thank you, y'all. Thank you, Drake. So what did he say? Show me the proof. Show me a 17-minute video of Kendrick paying homage. Kendrick can be inspired and kind of twist it so that it doesn't, seem like an obvious bite, which Drake can do as well. Let's continue.
Demi. His peak moment of helping other artists came in 2017 when he brought 7 fellow rappers onto the billboards, or at least gave them a boost. By 2021, he'd appear on 41 projects as a guest since 2015, and 30 times out of those 41, his track had the highest streams on Spotify and YouTube.
The boy will always do numbers. That's what I'm talking about, Drizzy. Highest stream, highest everything, highest this, highest that. The boy, he can do it all.
The entire project. And of course, Drake didn't just let those numbers speak for themselves. He's constantly boasted about these accomplishments on songs like Mob Ties.
Lead the league in scoring, man, but look at my...
Oh, uh-oh. Let me just skip that there. I didn't know he was going to play that. Sick of these niggas. Sick of these niggas. Hire some help. Get rid of these niggas. Fuck it was. It is what it is. Whatever you did. It is what it is, and I got ties. I fuck with a mob, and I got ties.
Drizzy, and your first number one, I had to put it in your hand.
Your first number one, I had to put it in your hand.
Because of the reputation as a hitmaker who can uplift an artist's career, it's meant that getting the guest spot from Drake outshines cosigns from legends in the industry.
A Jay-Z feature is still considered one of the most important features you can get to this day.
Drake.
This was especially true for someone like me.
Now, Boozy is crazy for that. Because I agree with Vlad for saying a Jay-Z feature, even Drake wants a Jay-Z feature right now at this very moment. And even Boozy looked him in the eye. He looked him this close in the eye. He got this close, right? And he said, Drake, I mean, what can you say? What can you say? The boy has it like that.
Lil Durk, who was famously featured on Drake's absolute smash hit, Laugh Now, Cry Later.
We in the studio, right? This motherfucker Drake come through the DM like, oh, see your number. Remember, you told me this before. I supposed to be on that compilation he did. Like, he dropped like 4 songs. We didn't get on it. So when he said, give me his number, I'm like, he sent the song through. I called everybody. While you rich, it's over with. Like, shit, he got that touch for real. You hear me? I turned to a fan that motherfucking day. I called everybody. Mama, it's over down. With. I'm finna do this motherfucker.
So now I'm remembering, aren't these two gonna be, this is A$AP Rocky, right? These two is gonna hate each other pretty quickly.
So we finna fuck him up and we finna go. So we came out and the song was during the pandemic.
Yeah.
We went straight to 100.
And then it just
shout out to Drizzy, man.
Yeah, shout out Drake though. He definitely helped the motherfucker out 1,000.
Praised by so many who got that first taste of the Billboard through him, it's one of the few things that, until recently at least, most of his fellow MCs were happy to salute Drizzy for.
I'm the only person that put on for me when I ain't have nobody was Drake. I'm talking about Drake was the first person to put on like before anybody. He didn't want to.
But why, but Shauna, why does nobody thank him? Nobody. They get their feature from him, they get it, and then they don't even say thank you to the boy. The world is cruel. It's a cruel world.
To sign me. Yeah. He didn't want it. It was like, yo, that's raw talent, yo. Like, you gotta shine, yo. I'm gonna see to it. I forever owe Drake.
Well, that's a little awkward now, considering the recent events that's taken the game by storm. But as much as Drake fans like to talk about how he can basically give rappers exposure or even revive their careers, this is only one side of the story. Because for every success for people like Flocko, Savage, or The Weeknd, there are people like BlockBoy JB, Sosa Geek, OVO Signese Division in the UK gigs, who haven't returned to the Billboard chart.
Now, we got to talk about BlockBoy JB. I'm gonna let the video go because I feel sad that it didn't work out the way it was supposed to. I mean, I was 901 Shelby Drive, look alive, no. That was a great track, and I'm kind of sad that didn't work out so well. You know what I mean? Just like a calling, and he's saying to you, man, I feel like you got potential, and I want to see you grow. I want to see you become the best. I want to see you become me, become something close to me. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop that feature on you. I'm going to give that feature. I'm going to drop the feature, right? And I'm going to have you go ahead and blow up. Become the best that you can be. Because in 5 years, I want you to come around. We're going to be at the table drinking some tequila. Like, man, look at where we are at now. Me and you, one of the greats, one of the best, right? That's the plan. That's the game plan, Sean. You know what I mean? That's how it's supposed to be, right? You know, and whether, you know, Drake doesn't really search people out. He just, you know, people like, yo, man, did you hear about... Did you hear about such and such? And he's like, no, I didn't hear about it. What's going on? And then he listens and he goes, bruh, I gotta help this person out. I gotta help them. It's all about helping people out in this day and age. Let's continue.
Arts ever since. As for others who kept their place in the game, the problem is that they just failed to replicate the early rush of publicity that came from the Drizzy feature. That's why when the new artist Forbats got a collab with Drake, which debuted with 3 million streams in its opening 24 hours on Spotify, not everyone saw it as a good thing for his future. So who are the artists whose careers capsized after getting the call from Drake? And how much is he to blame? When you think of an artist who fell off after getting the Drake feature, they don't come much bigger than BlockBoy JB. A Memphis MC who initially garnered attention with tracks like Shoot, Rover featuring 21 Savage, and the dance that Fortnite would later steal, BlockBoy JB found himself getting the famed DM from Drizzy where he claimed he was his favorite rapper. They would eventually collab on a hit song titled Look Alive, and he
901 Shelby Drive, look alive.
went crazy when it debuted, as it basically took over the game and quickly landed BlockBoy in the XXL freshman list for 2018, as well.
Put that boy in that XXL freshman list. Look at BlockBoy looking fresh. Thank you, Drizzy.
As well as a record deal with Interscope. Peaking at number 5 on the Billboard charts, the track's official video now has over 390 million views on YouTube alone. But for all the momentum he had, it's all just evaporated once Drizzy did what he always does and moved on to the next hot thing.
No, don't. Why you gotta say it like that, YouTuber? That was rude. It's not. It's not moving on to the next. That ain't what this is. This is, life moves on. God damn, these people, even a YouTuber is talking reckless. This is just, you do that collab, you do that feature, and then hopefully y'all come back around to the table. Y'all can talk again. Y'all can figure it out and do another feature in the future. I mean, dropping a feature is not like you're not signing to a label with these people at the end of the day. Okay? You're not signing. You drop that feature and then you keep it pushing. God damn.
When his debut album Fat Boy dropped in 2020, it failed to chart, and the same unfortunately goes for 2022's Back to the Block. Although he still has his loyal core fans, resulting in 2.4 million listeners on Spotify, he struggled to come to terms with the negative impact that Look Alive had on his career, even when people pointed out to him.
Do you feel like you, in some ways, you kind of blew up so fast that it gave people weird expectations of what was supposed to be coming from you?
Not to be honest, I feel like I didn't even blow up that fast. It's just like motherfuckers weren't even on me. So when I had this song, it blew up. I didn't blow up, the song blew up. Mm-hmm. So like, people didn't even just know.
Block Boy, I just gotta disagree. So you did blow up. You blew up with the song. You know what I mean? I don't want you to be confused about that. You blew up with the song. You got the interest. The interest came to you. Drake put someone on the map from where your dad is from. See, shout out to Drake. You know what I mean? And in a way, I think of it like Drake is making sure that he's not keeping all of that success for himself. He's sharing it. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna let Block Boy finish. I just wanted to clarify something that he was saying.
That I had like fucking 4 mixtapes out before this shit. So I always had a grind anyways. So I feel like people just don't understand that.
Even though things aren't in his favor, Block Boy is confident that good things are coming his way. He still believes he'll rise to the top again and will eventually step out of Drake's shadow.
Yeah, they'll tune out and guess what? They're gonna come back again. If I see like, it's just time. It just take time. And like the longer you keep rapping and the more you keep going, it's the bigger your fan base get. Like I know when I first dropped them with my real fans, like I already knew that because every time I look at my comments, we see something about Drake or some shit. But now like the comments change.
What's interesting is that these days, Block Boy is trying to ride the same wave by reaching out to Drake for another collaboration. This time, he didn't just slide into Drake's DMs, but he made it public on his Instagram story saying, "I think it's time."
He said, "I think it's time for another one." So you see, after Block Boy realized, that time had passed on, and he said, "You know what? Let me hit Drake up again, and let's do that second one." I don't know if they ended up doing another track. No, they didn't. But yeah, it is. Block Boy, go ahead and reach out to Drake. Y'all need to come together and do this, man. Y'all need to come again. We need another 901 Shelby Drive. Look alive, na 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 na.
Time for another one at Champagne Poppy. This time around, even Drake's fans recognized that there wasn't much for the Six God to gain from teaming up with Block Boy ever again. Some even have gone far as to comment things like, "Drake probably avoiding watching that story right now," and "Block Boy fell off. No waves to ride there for the boy." Rather than
Drake will come back. Drake and Block Boy, they gonna collab again.
Being the megastar that Look Alive set him up to be, Block Boy is now left in obscurity, and his fallout is even being mocked by fellow rappers like Bandman Kevo.
Yeah, he fell out. I don't care. He shouldn't have said nothing about me. He fell off. He do not got no money like me. He shouldn't have came at me. He fell off. All that dancing and doing this with the leg shit is over with. It's over with, bro.
Once riding a wave that Drake hopped on, only to jump off before it faded, Blockboy isn't alone in briefly benefiting from Drake's knack for recognizing what's hot in the culture. Sometimes this phenomenon even extends to rappers from Drake's own city, which was the case for a rapper by the name of Smiley.
Oh boy, here we go.
From Toronto, Smiley started his career rhyming with the Garden Gate Click.
Here we go. Don't you? No, let me let the YouTuber finish. But like, oh boy, this is y'all always bringing this Smiley shit up.
After a 2015 stint in jail derailed his momentum, Smiley got his initial exposure through tracks like 9 on Me, and soon Drake could be seen rapping his track from the pool.
You might dance, 9 shots in my pants. Orland, that's a label. You want chillin' with no cable. Now I'm popping and annoying. Wow, I don't join in. Right.
Officially on Drake's radar since 2017, he soon signed to Drake's OVO label, and to him, it seemed like the perfect scenario. At that point, Drake really started pushing him heavily on social media.
I seen a picture with you and Ross, and Drake captions the shit that you're his favorite rapper.
Oh yeah.
Right? What that felt like when you seen that?
It was love slow. I already, like, he's already said things like that too already, so I was like, I was just surprised he posted that like that, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
With that kind of cosign, he started to believe that he was the one.
Sure, it's like, I've finally gotten to embrace everything, like, you know, I understand it, but like, I've been like that, I've been asking myself, like, why me, but I'm gonna keep asking myself that for how long now, like, you know?
Yeah, it's me.
You know, but real shit, why me, but it's just, it's love, like, that's what's crazy, because now I even see what he sees. Real shit, like, you know, it's crazy. It's like, I do believe, like.
But unfortunately for Smiley, no one else saw it. And when he finally got the Drake cosign on 2021's Over the Top, his flow got clowned by the masses, and everyone pretty much thought he fumbled his opportunity.
And us over here on Team Drake would like to address the Smiley cosign and how that flopped. You know, that was very unfortunate, and this was a good example. This was a particular example, and this kind of his beard looks like a man. Wait, Shorter, you got your Glock out, and you just shooting at us over here on Team Drake. You know what I mean? Us over here on Team Drake would like to put out a statement on the Smiley situation, because that didn't go the way that and this goes against your point, Shauna. Watch this, Shauna. Like, this goes against your point. Listen to this. So Drake hears something. He heard something that nobody else heard. Okay? And to be honest, I don't know what he heard in Smiley, because nobody fucking else, no other person in the planet, in the universe, heard what Drake heard in Smiley. Okay, so I just want to make this statement over here on Team Drake. Nobody fucked with. People say he sound like, let me choose my words carefully on Pride Month. People said that he just didn't have a very aggressive tone of voice. Okay, and that's the reason why that the Smiley situation didn't work out. To go against your point, Shauna. So Drake hears things. So, because you had said that, Drake hears something and then he tries to take it. And no, you can see right here, Drake hears something that wasn't really gonna work, and it flopped. Let me let the YouTuber finish.
Send me a new and say use instead. Everything go when you live in that. What am I listening to?
I'm finna get mad, bro, cause this shit, bro. It getting me hot, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
The comments were just as ruthless. One of the hardest verses from Drake in a long time, and Smiley does this. Smiley sounds like he has tickle battles with his homeboy. Despite the fact that the track got number 57 on the chart, his 2021 album, Buy or Buy 2, sold abysmally, clocking in at just 1.5k units in its first week. Since then, he's barely been a factor, but has denied falling off, without any real evidence to back it up, aside from the fact that he was chilling on a boat. But falling by the wayside in Drake's priorities after a hit isn't exactly anything new. I mean, just look at what happened.
Drake was temperature checking with that track, just like he did with the AI of Tupac and Snoop. You know, so I think we need to release a statement. Actually, fuck releasing a statement on behalf of Drake. I can agree that shit was weird as fuck when he took Tupac's and Snoop's voice and tried to do the AI shit. I thought that look, that was fucked up. That was fucked up. He shouldn't have did that shit. Listen, because think about how unique Snoop's flow is. So unique that you have to literally steal his total voice. You have to steal that shit entirely in order to even extract that essence. You know what I mean? Now I heard Snoop was okay with that. I heard Snoop was chill about it. Not okay. He was chill. He wasn't like, fuck y'all. He was like, all right, that was off, but all right, I'll let it slide. Tupac, his estate shut that shit down. Tupac estate shut that shit down, bro. Tupac estate say, ah. And so even when Kendrick was like, you know, how you gonna have Tupac rolling in his grave? Kendrick was right. Kendrick was right with that bar. So I'm no longer speaking on behalf of Drake on that one. That was not right. And he should have had the intuition to be like, because they stole Drake's voice on that track. They stole his voice and made a track off of it. He had that shit shut down. So why would you, out of all the people to steal Tupac's and Snoop's voice, why the fuck would you steal Tupac? Wait, that's the point. Why would you steal Tupac's and Snoop's voice after you got your voice stolen? Yeah, I don't defend him on that. No statement on that shit.
Happened to I Love McConan, another artist who acquired Drake's attention from a self-released project. McConan's debut EP popped off, courtesy of tracks like Tuesday and I Don't Feel Molly No More. After
we gotta
putting in
talk
a call
about
to producer
McConan.
Sonny Digital, Drizzy got his hands on the track, and suddenly McConan's life changed.
Now, when Drake got on it, what did you say?
Oh man,
he was desperate. Intuition was out there. He was desperate. Desperate now. Yeah, he wasn't thinking. That was weird. I got no defense for that. That shit was weird. Because his intuition should have been like, bruh, nah, let me not do that. Let me not steal Tupac and Snoop's voice. Nah, let me not do that. Oh, boy.
Fainted in the house. You saw that little video. I was like, what the hell happened? You know what I'm saying? I was just tripping with my friends, you know what I'm saying, smoking weed, hanging out. Somebody tweeted me a link like, oh, that new Drake and I Love McConan is fire. And I just favored it like, oh, yeah, that would be dope. He must mean like if me and Drake made a track, right, that would be hot. And I was like, yeah, that would be hot. The official OVO page tweeted me and was like, Drake, I Love McConan featuring Drake, Tuesday remix. And I was like, what the hell? I was like, no way. I met Drake after the show, after watching the show and shit. And then he came up to me singing some more lyrics from like I Don't Sell Molly and all that. And I was just like, what? How do you know my music? You know what I'm saying?
Soon after that.
Now, before I release a statement on behalf of Drake on the Olive McConan thing, what he said is kind of weird, how he said that he didn't even know that he was featured. Like, he didn't even know that he was featured, that he was going to be a feature on his track. How the hell does that work? Isn't that like illegal? Yeah, because Olive McConan is like, oh, Drake is featured on my track. Why was Olive McConan surprised? Oh boy.
That, McConnell signed to OVO and thought he won the music industry lottery. But just a year after he got signed, the Californian was lifting the lid on the experience and even claimed that Drake threatened to put hands on him at one point. In a lengthy interview with The Fader, McConnell expressed how he felt like Drake and his crew were, quote, scared when they saw how easily he could cook up some bangers, before expressing how he felt betrayed by Drake's camp for the way he was treated when he entered their orbit. Why y'all want to play games? Why didn't y'all just tell me you didn't want to fuck with me anymore and just let me go about my own way? Why did y'all make me chase you all the way the fuck around and make me look like a fucking fool? Why would you do this?
You know, I might not even have a statement to defend Drake on this. You know, I'm gonna have to throw Drake under the bus, but it was weird, but on brand because he's stole a dead man's voice. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that comment, Shauna. I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna give you anybody who wants to don't sign to Drake if you don't sign to Drake. I don't know about signing to Drake, guys. Get your feature, take your feature and run with it. Don't be signing contracts. Get your Drake feature. Listen, Drake's hit you up in the DMs. Take your feature, and that's it. Don't be signing to no contracts. I don't know about. I've read a lot of things about signing to Drake. It's not that it may not be the right move. It's hard for me to make a statement defending Drake on certain. Take your feature and run with that. That's it. That's all you got to do. Okay. All right. Let's move on.
I was threatened by others, someone I so-called look up to, saying, we gon' fuck you up the next time we see you. Believing that OVO only signed him because
Drake wouldn't. You think Drake gonna tell Olive McCona we gonna fuck you up? Drake is no. That's off brand. Never become an OVO, kids. Shauna. We don't have to say that, But Shauna, I'm gonna agree not with the comment, the sentiment of the comment. Don't be signing to Drake. Let's move on.
They needed a hot song, McConnell has stayed on his independent grind, but nothing's ever hit the same since he had this misadventure with OVO. But while there might have always been a ceiling on McConnell's success anyways, one person who many think has been held back by his associates.
No, okay, I would like to make a statement before we move on to the next artist that they said that Drake stole his wave. I would like to make a statement on Olive McConan. I love his track. I got the club going up on a Tuesday. Got the club going up. Here's what the problem was. That's the track that blew you up. Okay, right? People expected more of that track, but the truth was, I don't really think I got the club blowing up on a Tuesday was good without Drake putting in his piece on it. I got the club blowing up separate from Drake. I don't think that really had any traction by itself. You kind of needed Drake on that track. What I think you should have done, because I've listened to the rest of Olive McConan's music, you should have got Drake to be a feature on your chopped and screwed music, your chopped and screwed type of flow. Because I saw the rest of your videos, those were hot. Your actual rap and your chopped and screwed rapping was pretty good. You know what I mean? And I think you should have stuck with that, because when you blew up on I Got the Club Blowing Up, everybody expected more of that. And you didn't deliver more of that. You delivered, I forgot how the other track go. Let me pull it up while I'm here. I Love McConan. I Love McConan, Genius. What the heck was that track? That was pretty good. See, the first one is Tuesday. Oh, I don't sell Molly no more. I got the gas and the coke. I don't sell Molly no more. I keep the white and the green, and there gotta be a pint if you're looking for the lean. I got the gas and the coke. I don't sell Molly no more. OG pimping, trench coat mobbing, money keep flowing from the beatty to the bumping. It's already flowing. Listen to that, McConan. West Coast McConan, the best coast going. They really like my movies. It's the best thing showing. Bog hog playing, competition slaying, sell the whole pack, then relax before the day and make a hella moolah. Give a damn about your jula. Shouts out West Baltimore and free young moolah. So that's what you should have got that feature on, McConan. You know what I mean? Okay, let's go back. Let's go to the next artist that they said Drake stole his wave and his flow.
Association with Drake is Party Next Door. An R&B pioneer in the eyes of the fans, the fellow Canadian has been clicked up with Drake since 2014. And while The Weeknd refused to sign to OVO, Party Next Door was happy to sign his name on the dotted line. I could go to a label where they don't know how to handle me and they don't care, he said of his decision. Or I'll have a mentor who's been through it, who knows exactly what I want to mean to my city and what I want to achieve. They know how to handle your emotions.
She said those lyrics are horrendous. No, they not, Shauna. They alright. But so our statement on the Drake team about PND, no comment. I don't know why PND never really blew all the way up. He should have. Let me let him finish.
I'll have freedom and guidance. Even though he claimed to have all this freedom, he later revealed in an interview that he had to give Drake the track Wednesday Night Interlude for one of his projects, even though he wanted it for himself. But there's no denying that Drake made a really big impact for him. In 2016, Come and See Me got him onto the charts. And in 2019, Loyal became his biggest commercial success so far. But there's times where PND's frustration with his role at OVO has boiled over, particularly when it comes to writing for other artists.
I'm 23, but I feel 43. You know what I mean? That's something to write for these other people.
PND has faced criticism for either sharing his hits with Drake or finding his biggest successes alongside him. He once tweeted and deleted his plans to leave the label after one more album in November of 2020 when he wrote, "One more album, then I'll tell y'all what it's like." But now that so much time has passed, it's hard to imagine that even as talented as he is, that he could ever reach the full potential he had before wasting valuable time on the shelf at OVO. As for others,
I just feel like I really need Party Next Door to get his opportunity. You know what I mean? I really hope we can't leave him. We got to figure out how to get him out there. And there's nothing I can do. He just has to figure it out. Like, how you gonna get out there and really? I don't know. Stop giving your music to Drake. I mean, if that's what you're doing, you know, your next hit, you need to hold on to that hit because you need to shine, bro. PND, you need to. It's your time. You know what I mean? Let's move on.
Drake cosign seemed to come at the perfect time, only to be unable to capitalize. This was definitely the case for Young Blue, an Alabama artist who initially made waves back in 2017 with Miss.
Do y'all know who this is? I've never heard this man in my life.
Blue has always had clear star power, but when his buzz started to take a little dip, having Drizzy hop on 2020's Your Mind Still changed everything for him. Before that, he was battling to get a fair deal from record labels and almost signed his life away on what would have been a terrible contract. But the minute that he was seen next to Drizzy, he suddenly had leverage.
The deal they was offering me, it was like a lot of projects involved in that. Like, and I was just like, man, I ain't got no other choice, like, man. I'm just gonna take the opportunity, huh?
Like three projects or so?
Like 4. And they wanted my old masters. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, hell to the fucking no.
And it was a number like 250 type shit. You
2.5 million?
No, like 250,000. Like advance. Okay, just put it in.
Nah, no artist. Let no artist sign to any record label for under $1 million. Let no artist. It's too much money to be made to sign to a label for less than $1 million. And even that, I think, can be kind of low. I feel like if a label isn't offering you a mill, they don't believe in you. They don't believe in you. They're kind of like, we don't even know if he gonna blow. Anyways.
Perspective, you know what I'm saying? Like, before the Drake record dropped, well, soon as the Drake...
Shout out to my boy Academics, look at him.
Drake record dropped, I was having bidding wars between $8 and $9 million. Really? Yeah.
The lead single from his album Moon Boy, the record peaked at number 12, and soon after, he was blowing up like crazy. But to this day, Your Mind Still has double the plays of his next most popular song. And while albums like 2023's Love Scars 2 did alright, he still hasn't been able to get a hit that comes anywhere close to the impact of the collab with the Six God. Through these artists, we get a glimpse into the potential negative effects of getting the Drake stimulus package. But why does this happen to so many of them? And who exactly is to blame? Drake's critics often suggest that there are hidden reasons behind his collaborations. Since his rise to fame...
Look at J. Cole. So I got a question. So since J. Cole pledged his allegiance to Kendrick, does Drake still fuck with him? You know, are they still talking? And then maybe I should go back on what I said. Did J. Cole pledge to Kendrick? Or did he just say, I'm just not going to get into that beef? I'm not sure how that's working out.
His collaborations. Since his rise to...
You think so? Is it... Which way is he going? Which way is J. Cole going? Is he like fully on a Kendrick? Drake probably sent J. Cole a rat emoji too. To be honest, I think, because I remember even in the diss track, Drake was like, J. Cole is losing, in Family Matters, you know, the great track that Drake made, Family Matters, that I love. In Family Matters, Drake was like, J. Cole is losing sleep over this, but not me. So that kind of means that they're kind of talking to each other, they're texting each other, they're still communicating. You know what I mean? So I'm really not sure where he's gone, on which side of this beef he's gone. But I feel like a little bit, I feel like J. Cole is leaning towards Kendrick much more, because J. Cole went on stage and said, I love you, Kendrick. He didn't say, I love you, Drake. That's a tragedy. Now, what's twisted about that is, J. Cole, you hopped on Drake's track in first-person shooter mode and was sending shots. So are you picking the right side? I really don't know.
Fame, he's faced accusations of capitalizing on others' sounds or leveraging their hype for his own gain. Back in 2015, when he first started co-signing Kodak Black, Earl Sweatshirt called him a vulture on Twitter, where he wrote, I still feel like Drake's overall statement isn't check this new shit I heard. It's always self-serving. And a lot of people agree. Drake obviously embraces the curator/trendsetter persona, and he's decent enough at it. But it doesn't ever seem like he manages long...
Yeah, you saw that, Shauna? Curator, trendsetter, right? Being inspired by. Yeah, that's right.
Long-term working relationships with these artists he quote-unquote discovers. Whether it's Dej Loaf, Fetty, or McConnen, it feels like nothing can happen in hip-hop without him. He's a vampire. But according to Drake...
Bro, I forgot about Dram. Dram and featuring Drake. What was the name of that song? Oh no, it wasn't a feature. It was, he took the beat or something. Dram. So Drake did you used to call me on my cell phone. Yeah, you used to call me on my cell phone. That beat was similar to Dram's. What was tracks? Shorter just starting stuff. Yo, Shorter, you used to call me on my cell phone. She said I'd never see somebody cherry pick comments. Late night when you need my love. What the hell did Dram make? Dram music. What the hell did he make? Broccoli. My broccoli. Broccoli. I could sing. Oh, Yachty was on that. That's right. That was a good fucking track. Oh, it was Cha Cha. This is the song that Drake stole. I mean, Drake was inspired. Drake's beat was inspired by. If I play this right now, will YouTube ban me, or am I just overly paranoid? I don't know. So let me see. Let me finish this shit up.
Drake is nothing as sinister as that. Whether it's UK rap or Afrobeat he's tapping into, it's just because he's a music lover.
I like to enjoy what's going on, man. I appreciate like all these young people creating all these things. You know, it takes some real energy and synergy to like create a good song.
Yeah.
Like I hate that people think that like me being like into music from these kids that are trying to like make it and trying to build a name for themselves is like, oh, that's some culture vulture. Like, what does that even mean? I don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
Would you rather me like not like, acknowledge anything or support? Like that's some hater shit, but
that's some hater shit, Drake. Tell these people like Shauna how you really feel. You know what I mean? Haters. You know what I mean? You're being inspired. You know what I mean? Drake, you have ears too. You hear what's going on around here. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's right, Drake.
It is what it is. I see it a lot, and I guess people have their own outlook on it.
But it's fair to say that not everyone thinks it's as straightforward as that. In the eyes of the TDE rapper Daylight, he'll just use them up and throw them away.
We live in an era where people need to suck other people's juice. So
here we go.
Friends with him.
Here we go. This guy right here, Daylight. Here we go.
See, you know who. He's going to make friends with him. He's going to try to do a song with him and feed off of him like he does every up-and-coming rapper. What's going to happen is they're going to get on your records, they're going to take your style, and they're going to blow up, and then when you dry out, they're going to keep going.
And when you look at the careers of people...
Here, Daylight. When the last time you heard a Daylight track anyways? Come on. Daylight. You know what? I'm an impartial guy. I'm gonna listen to Daylight. I've listened to Daylight already, but I kind of forgot at this point. What's up with this picture where his hands look like feet? I mean, his feet look like hands. You know, Shauna said, you always hated Drake. Suck other people's juice. Wrong word, Shauna. Inspire. Succubus. Wrong word. All of these negative words. You know what I mean? That I just he's inspired. You know, you ever been inspired by somebody? I'm inspired by DJ Academics. DJ Academics inspires me. You know what I mean? Shout out to Academics. Let me finish this video.
People like Blockboy JB and McConnon, he might have a point. Then you have the problems he faces with the artists on his label. Similar to P&D's experience, there's a feeling that many of the artists are fueling the Drake machine. OVO's Majid Jordan once described a studio setup that was way more similar to a boot camp than it was to a recording session.
No, I don't. There's no OVO boot camps here.
Where artists are secluded, working tirelessly on projects without outside contact. The result? Well, it gave us hits like Just Hold On.
So wait, you're telling me that like, okay, you're telling me over there in Toronto, and let me figure this out. Drake goes to the studio, the record label. He calls everybody up. Get in here. Get in this room. All right. He says, all right now. He says, listen, all right. Here's your bunk beds. Ain't nobody leaving this room until you write me another Hotline Bling. Right? He said, until you write me another God's Plan, ain't nobody leaving this damn room. Here's your pencil. Shauna, you telling me he doing that? All of that? I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe
Never
that.
Going Home, which, as many of you know, is one of Drake's most popular tracks. But it's stories like this that alter some fans' perceptions to the point that they believe Drake operates a musical sweatshop disguised as a label. So when his newest signee, 4Bats, joined, they were trying to warn him about what to expect. Welcome to the sweatshop, 4Bats. Your stay is indefinite. To noted Drake stan academics, there are definitely problems that arise.
Shout out to academics. Ak is a cornball. No, he's not. He's a hilarious person. He makes jokes. You know what I mean? He's funny. A Drake fan. You know, it's hard to be a Drake fan. He's the one who kind of inspired me to be like, yeah, I'm a Drake fan with my chest. Right? Because he basically chose his side. You know what I mean?
From the Drake stimulus package.
Drake has successfully cleared himself of a number 2. This was artistry and wizardry at its finest. Hear me out. Drake rocked all these newcomers to sleep that could be possibly an incumbent. Okay, well, baby, all right, bet. You know, see, Drake never hates on the new guy.
Wait. Stop the video. Stop the video. How come when we talk about this culture vulture stuff, wait, let me rephrase that sentence. How come when we say Drake is stealing people's wave, we don't look at Lil Baby? Remember, little Drake hop on Lil, yes and then like yes indeed. Actually, let me find the lyrics. I'm gonna say the lyrics. Just like Lil Baby said it. How come when we talk about Lil Baby, we don't give Drake credit for Lil Baby? The dash is digi, the schedule is busy, my head in the hoodie, my shorty a goodie, my cousins are crazy, my cousins like boogie. Life is amazing, it is what it should be. Drake, been here for 10, but I feel like a rookie. I tell the looker because it's snowing in Tootsie. But for 3 years, man, you can't even book me. Come on, Drake, tell him. And then Lil Baby coming in. Cartier guesses I won't even peek at you. That little Ferrari like Pikachu. I gotta wait in there watching what he gonna do. Try to peep what I do. That's not how he said it. Brand new whip, got no keys. Tell him my code, no stop, please. Soon as I nut, you can go leave. Yams in the back, like, yep, indeed. Me in the bank. All right. That's why I'm not a rapper. Nobody gives Lil Baby. Wait, nobody gives Drake credit for blowing up Lil Baby. Never.
He just shows him overly love and almost gets credit for the new guy come up. Then after a while, he steps away from the nigga and shit never looks the same.
But when it comes down to it, Drake is ultimately free to give a feature to whoever he wants. And if they're not on his label, he doesn't owe them anything else. In fact, while it might give these rappers a buzz in wake of the track dropping, it's not his job to give them a whole career.
Say it again, Mr. YouTuber. Say it again. If Drake comes down, he hands you a feature. If Drake comes down from where he's at and he hands you a feature, man, it's not his job to make you become the best of the best. He hands you your feature, and then you gotta take that and run with it. Gotta take that shit and run with it, man. He said, Shauna said, "Look, Ak is on Drake's payroll. Debatable. His actions and opinions are heavily influenced. This is real talk. Please don't be inspired to be like him." No, you know what? You got a point. You should. I'll never try to copy anybody. You know what I mean? When I say I'm a true Drake fan, it's just me. You know what I mean? I don't want to. I just like Drake myself. I am a nobody who happens to like Drake quite a bit. You know what I mean? So that's just a personal thing. Academics, he's built a pretty huge platform by talking about the war in Chirac. That was a pretty crazy situation. That war in Chirac was pretty wild. But I think that what I'm gonna do is just try to. I prefer to talk about hip hop in a very, I prefer to really break down hip hop. You know what I mean? Whereas I think Academics does that too. I'm gonna give him credit for doing that as well. Academics breaks down hip hop. I'm trying to break it down in a way that people can really like understand my perspective. You know what I mean? So I got this different question. Watch this. After all of this, who can Drake trust? Who can Drake trust? All right, because he's in a bad. A lot of people have turned on him. Nearly 20 rappers have jumped this man, jumped on his back for no reason. 20 rappers have come at him. You know what I mean? Jumped on his back. Right. Who can Drake trust? Right now, I think he can trust 21 Savage. He can trust 50 Cent, but I don't know if they're going to end up making anything together. 50 Cent and Drake. 50 Cent featuring Drake. Drake featuring 50 Cent. It's going to be hard. I think Drake is going to have to learn how to choose his friends wisely so that he can succeed. You know what I mean? Because what he's been trying to do, partnering with people without actually thinking about whether they're his friends, I think that can actually be problematic. He's going to have to find really small people with no following. Find really small people, right? And then blow them up. They're going to be more likely to be more grateful. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I got this other video. It's a little bit of a topic change. I can talk about Drake all day, but let's try to change the topic so we don't get bored. So this is my boy Joe Budden. Shout out to Joe Budden. He's an inspiration. I want to play this video and talk about it.
I think all of your favorite artists are finito and finished. I don't think none of these people are making any coin from the music business. I don't.
I agree with that. That's kind of what I've been saying. That's
think
why
it's
they find other avenues to get their money.
I think it's much worse than we letting on. We don't even have no way to get this type of information because it's all at the tippy.
Sean, look, I can't even pay attention to this video because he's starting shit. It's when I say need to find small people, I'm talking about smaller artists in terms of their following. You know what I mean? Which that allegation is an allegation. Let's go ahead and let's move. Let's listen to Joe. Joe got something to say. I'm gonna restart the video.
I think all of your favorite artists are finito and finished. I don't think none of these people are making any coin from the music business. I don't.
I agree with that. That's kind of what I've been saying. That's why they find other avenues to get their money.
I think it's much worse than we letting on. We don't even have no way to get this type of information because it's all at the tippy top, and we don't talk to each other.
And it's tech games.
They gearing up for whatever is to come, and they're a lot earlier than I knew.
They've been playing. They've been playing for years. Like seeing the big press outlets bigging up certain types and styles of music has been an indicator to me where musicianship, performance, like actually being good at being a musician has been cast aside for years and years and years, but slowly getting worse. It's kind of opening the door for AI everything, essentially.
You know, now, as Joe Budden's about to explain, it is going to get harder and harder to make money off the music. I mean, look at this fact. So I got YouTube Music, right? I do not buy albums. For me to pay $20 for an album, nobody's paying $20 for an album. I pay $13 for YouTube Music, and that's the most I can do. So if I'm listening to music, like once I pay that $13, I'm basically listening to music for free. Then that is what it is. You know what I mean? Back in the day, you used to pay $20, well, $10. I think it was $10 for one album. Multiply that by how many people? 500,000 people. Oh my God, how much money is that? So you used to make money straight from music. That's it, point blank. things have changed. You know what I mean? That's just the reality. But I'm gonna let Joe finish.
So they've been building up.
They are a lot earlier.
They started this back a half decade ago, maybe a decade ago.
Than I could have ever imagined. I'm with you. I think there's a focus on streaming, AI. I think there's a focus on just replacing you guys, the
Human
artists,
beings, right?
Yeah, the artists. They got. I think there's a focus on the world music, Latin and country and all of whatever their hot genre is. What else do I think? I just think rap is cast aside. The 50 years of hip hop told me that. How much of the pie there even is to distribute amongst artists tell me that. The way albums don't drop anymore tells me that. All of you artists getting your money from somewhere else tells me that. Last year, no #1 hip hop album for how.
No, I'll be real. I really don't know about the possibility of replacing everybody with AI. Like, there will be no more music artists. There's just going to be artificial intelligence. Like, I don't know about that. That's kind of hard. Now, I get it. We did see Drake, and I know Sean are going like this one. We did see Drake kind of prove that you can make a AI track, with Tupac and Snoop. But the idea of replacing them, I think that's a bit of a far-fetched. That's a bit of a stretch. I don't know if that's going to work out like that. But I think you're always going to need real human artists, I'm pretty sure.
However long tells me that. The #1s that came tells me that. Travis, Uzi, Drake. There's only 7. There's 7 rappers that they focus on. Some because y'all are truly talented and make people all the money in the world. Some because too many people have their hand in your pocket to let you fail.
And you know, that is kind of tragic where we're at right now, where it's like only the top 7 artists are making money straight up from music. You know, the rest of the artists are going to have to figure out other ways to make that money like that. It's kind of unfortunate that it's like that. So that's why other artists are going to have to go on tour, do concerts, sell merch, do live streams, start a streaming channel, man. Come on YouTube Live like me and figure that out. You know, that's what I'm trying to do. Follow in Joe Budden and Academic's footsteps and start something.
But everybody else, if you're not getting it touring or if you're not getting it through other means, this music shit is a wrap. I'm saying all of the musicians are broke. Relative to what you bring in.
Now, I do think that there is plenty of ways to make money as independents. Low overhead. It's not expensive to make these albums. You're making them at home or wherever, and you're building a reasonable fan base, and you're selling physical and merch. Not everyone is broke, but in terms of like the superstar thing, I agree with you.
But like you said, so what you're bringing in, what you getting,
and my conversation now is not really about.
Now, being an independent artist before you blow up, and being an independent artist, first of all, the truth is most artists are going to have to basically grind and figure out how to get a buzz first, right? And then Shauna would say, hopefully Drake don't come and steal it. But they're going to have to figure out how to get a buzz first, build that buzz up so that you can even be considered by like maybe an independent or an indie or a small label. And then after that, you have to build yourself up. And then maybe after being on an indie for a while, you can end up being signed to a major. You know what I mean? So it's different from before when like a record label will be looking around, looking everywhere, right? And looking for that artist. Oh, there he is. There's that artist, right? Okay. Sign him. Give him $1 million to build that artist up. Now we're making money off of him. He had no following, but I saw the potential. We gave him $1 million. That's over with. You must have your following first before you can get signed to any type of record label. Point blank, period. AI is just going to make it easier to be a fake rapper. AI will be ghostwriting and no one has to worry about the AI going on. Vlad to spill it. Oh, she funny too. Oh, man. Um, so my response to that, yeah, it's great. Look, Vlad is kind of an interesting character because every single video of Vlad, I feel like somebody's getting interrogated by FBI. Not even the police. I feel like everybody's getting interrogated by the feds. Though his questions be leading you to a specific outcome, you'd be like, bro, why you ask questions like that, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, if I ever like interviewed somebody, I would never ask questions the way he asks, because the vibe be just so like I feel like I'm in a interrogation room. You know what I mean?
It's not really about independent acts.
Yeah, okay.
My conversation is about what's going on in the majors. They tricking y'all with the words in these contracts. They tricking y'all into thinking that y'all are real partners. They tricking y'all with the, hey, you own your stuff. The recent layoffs tell me that.
Yeah, Vlad is the sussiest person ever. Vlad has to be FBI himself. He has to be police. This man has to be the face of the hip hop police. If he isn't, he got to be on contract with the FBI. He has to be. You telling me he's not?
Mm-hmm. You don't see all these people getting laid off?
They laid off all over. They laid off like 40%, right? Universal
Everywhere.
Media too.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And look, and to me, based on what you're saying, that went to our AI conversation.
Mm-hmm.
The second that we can have 6 people instead of 60, y'all gone.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all are expendable, especially if we getting anywhere near the same production that we had or the same money and revenue that we had when it was 60 of y'all. Y'all gone.
They're telling you it's not about y'all, it's about the tech.
Yeah.
What do you think the next step was from streaming farms?
Like,
from Napster, really.
I think they kicking themselves in the ass. Remember when they rolled out the rapper like a couple years ago, the AI rapper? I think they kicking themselves in the ass because they rolled it out wrong. They rolled it out disrespectfully to where they had to shelf that shit. Remember they had him in jail?
Yeah.
The AI rapper dude. I think they rolled him out wrong. I think if they would have rolled him out in a different manner.
Now that's crazy to be thinking about. Like I hate to say, like right this very moment, right now, you could go to ChatGPT and you say, hey, ChatGPT, make me a rap like Lil Baby. For the love of it, wait a minute. Let's do that live. Let's do that shit right now. Yo, tell me, I'm going to do that right here. Bruh. This got to be ChatGPT. Make me a entire rap in the style of Lil Baby. Let's see. First of all, I don't have to say ChatGPT. Bruh, this is happening live. I'm about to press it. ChatGPT. She said, be more specific. All right, what else should I add to it? Rap about 16 bars? Okay. Give me 16 bars. Give me 16 bars. I gotta make sure I clip this too, because this is pretty crazy. Give me 16 bars. Let's rap. Make sure to rap about lean. Make sure to rap about. Does Lil Baby rap about codeine? Make sure to rap about lean and mention. Let me make sure I'm not angry. Mention Drake in a positive way in one of the bars. Okay. What else should I tell ChatGPT to do for me? My favorite car is Tesla. One of the bars should be about Tesla. Be about a Tesla car. Let's see how this is gonna go, because this is crazy. I gotta put this. Shauna, what else should I put in it? before I press enter. Tesla. And okay, I think that's about it. Let's see what happens if I just do this. You know, since I'm a gamer, and one bar should be about gaming. Okay, let's see. I'm gonna press enter. Nah, it's doing it. No. What? Okay, let's see. Yeah, yeah, sipping on lean. Got the purple in my cup. Moving slow mo, but my pocket's still up. Drake hit my line. Told me keep it on the rise. Always saying lawyer man. You know it's no surprise. What? Whipping in the Tesla. Autopilot on the road. Future looking bright. Never fold on the load. Do you see it has ad libs? Playing games. Got the controller in my hand. Stacking up the wins. They don't really understand, yeah. From the bottom to the top. Now we living large. Got the ice on my neck. And the heat in the garage. Staying focused. Always on my grind. Little baby on the track. You know I never decline. Unbelievable. I need to go back and just admit the truth. Yo, I think everybody getting replaced. I can't believe what just happened. And it sound like Lil Baby. It put the ad libs on it. That's scary.
And the music.
Nah, that's scary.
Music was good. I think that shit would have took off. They just rolled him out in jail with tattoos, getting beat up by the cops and all of that. It was a bad presentation.
But that's going to be a problem with AI and anything kind of algorithmic, computer generated, is that they're going to get a lot of shit wrong.
Yeah, but I think that they had to shelf that project.
Oh, for sure.
Because of the disrespect to the community.
Of course.
I think if they would have did that different, they would have been expounding upon that for the last year.
Of course.
They now have K-pop American.
Bruh. And AI is only going to get better. This is the worst it's going to be. And the worst is already pretty damn good. I mean, this is crazy. I mean, and I don't know if you saw, I actually do use ChatGPT here and there for a lot of things, but it's like the whole world is just going to be AI, bro. And the worst is already pretty damn good. You know, Shauna, you use it as well. It's amazing. It's amazing. It solves problems really quickly. Now, Joe Budden is talking about American K-pop, which I find really fascinating. It's like, because K-pop is such a specific, particular type of sound. And for us to start doing that in English is pretty wild and interesting as well.
That's crazy.
K-pop.
Serious.
K-A-pop.
None of what I'm saying is a joke or a game.
K-A-pop.
K-pop was K-pop.
Yeah.
Now it's American K-pop.
But
So is it Korean Americans?
yeah, like I'm confused.
All right, let me help you. Here we go. I got something for you.
Korean Americans.
Completely insane. But did you know that there exists a niche genre of 90s R&B and hip-hop songs?
Nah, he's saying Korean. He's not saying Korean Americans. He's just saying Americans doing K-pop, which is pretty wild.
To the artist that
It's
wrote the song.
it's set by somebody else,
Correct.
a third party.
By Congress. It is statutory. It is a law.
Oh, so
the songwriter gets mechanical.
All right, let's change topics because I don't know. I think y'all get the point about the music industry. We're gonna see how that ends up working out. But here's something else. So let me see. Uh-oh. So every time I play a video, I get in trouble for playing videos. That's pretty crazy. The next video I want to play for y'all. Let me unclick this video that Shauna sent me about 17 minutes of Drake stealing flows. I don't want to hear that. So, Academics has something to say about this.
Is that, Kendrick popped up and he had a whole speech at Compton College, commencement. And again, it shows how Kendrick is like right on the money. He's just right on the button with pretty much being very cultural and being involved. And part of the reason why people feel like he may
I can't not see. I'm legally blind.
Needed Drake is because culturally, when he says, "Yo," and when I say we, I'm with the culture feeling. That's a very profound bar over time. Where if you really extrapolate it, Drake might be the more popular one, but who does the real core essence of hip hop? Who do the core essence of the culture? Black people. Who are they fucking with? These inner cities. And if it's Kendrick, that's going to be more profound. Anyway, the first time we've seen Kendrick in months, right? Like, that whole thing where he was doing pull-ups in New York, that was old. So this is the very first time we've seen him. And he popped out at the Compton College commencement speech, and he said this.
I appreciate y'all. I'm proud of y'all. I'm proud of the city of Compton. I'm proud of Compton College. And most importantly, I'm proud of the graduates out here, That's right. I know what it takes. Y'all had a lot of hardship, not only in your house, in your communities, but most importantly, within yourself. And that's the toughest thing to overcome. And we still growing day by day, brick by brick, making sure that we develop not only in the physical form, but in the spiritual as well, So seeing y'all out here is not only a representation of the world, but it's a representation of me. And when I walk out in these cities and these countries, I could be proud and say, this is where I'm from. I still believe in Compton. Compton always been the future for me. I think we breed some of the most incredible individuals, creators, intellectuals, talent.
The more you hear how Kendrick has carried this,
No, Academics, let me say my point before you say yours. Like, this feels like a freaking victory speech, man. After this whole diss track situation, this feels like an award show for Kendrick, where he's like, "Thank you so much. Thank you for watching me kick Drake's ass. I'll do it again. If he wants some more smoke, tell him to send some more smoke my way. And also good job for you college graduates." Look at him celebrating. I mean, look, take your win. I'm not going to be a hater. I hope not. I hope I'm not a hater. So are you choosing to willfully ignore the video's existence? The video exists. The video exists. You gonna watch the concert online? The concert of what? Of whose concert? Kendrick throwing a concert?
And you're gonna see like some juxtapose to I'm gonna juxtapose it to some of Drake's move is it's if you were gonna criticize Drake, you have to criticize the way how he got at Kendrick, right? You can't get at him about it.
Kendrick got a concert on Wednesday. What? Oh God. Kendrick got a concert. Ken and Friends concert. Let me look it up. 100,000 people were online in the queue. Listen, if I gotta buy a ticket, best believe I won't be watching it. Oh, the concert will air live on Prime Video. Oh shit, I have that. Kendrick Lamar's The Pop Out will stream free. Kendrick Lamar's upcoming show, Amazon Music. Amazon Music channel. Oh, you know what? So is it gonna? You said it's gonna be free online. So here's a bit of the issue. I work Wednesday. It's on Juneteenth. Beautiful that it's on Juneteenth. That's right. I love that. Black Power. You know what I mean? He picked a perfect day, didn't you, Kendrick? That's something you would do, Kendrick. You would pick Juneteenth. Great choice. Great choice to do that. You know what I mean? Um, so here's where what's weird. I'm probably not going to be able to watch it live, and then, but I will watch it. Yeah, I'm going to watch it. Is it if it's going to be recorded in any way? I will watch it 100%. I must watch that, but I probably wouldn't do it, stream it live. I'll be working. If it's recorded, yeah, I'm gonna watch it because I know he gonna be. I know he gonna be acting up. Oh Lord, he gonna be dancing all over Drake's bad diss track. Oh Lord. Oh man, us on Team Drake. We're gonna have it hard.
At his height, you can't get like. This is a guy who seems so grounded with the community and its cause.
J. Cole is gonna be there, huh? Nothing like J. Cole, anyways. First person shooter mode. Let me sing J. Cole's part in first person shooter mode because that's a good. Couldn't play it. Big as the what? Big as the what? Numero uno. Nigga so thirsty to put me in the beef. Damn, he calling me out. How you call me out on the first bar? Damn. Dissecting my words and start looking too deep. I look at the tweets and start sucking my teeth. I'm letting it rock because I love the mystique. I still want to give me a song of YB. Can't trust everything you saw on IG. Just know that if I diss you, make sure you know that make sure that I hit you like I'm on your caller ID. I'm naming the album The Fall Off is pretty ironic because it ain't no fall off for me. Damn, even that flow is good. I love that. Wait, was that? Yeah, that's J. Cole. You know, sometimes I mix the goats up. J. Cole and Drake, I kind of mix the goats up. You know, the two goats, J. Cole and Drake, I can kind of accidentally choose to ask ChatGPT to make a 16-bar Drake diss and then a Kendrick diss. Okay, in order to do that, I need to make a brand new chat. Make a 16-bar Drake diss. Wait, I think you're confusing me. So make a 16-bar diss set in the style of Drake. Okay. Make a 16-bar diss track. This in the style of Drake towards and against Kendrick Lamar. Make a 16-bar diss in the style of Drake towards. No style needed. What are you asking for? Make a 16-bar diss, but it has to be towards somebody. Make a 16-bar diss against Drake. Oh, okay. No style. Make a 16-bar diss against Drake. Oh, Lord. You gonna make me read this? This is kind of. I can see just from the first bar. I can see I'm in trouble. You gonna make me read this? Yo, Drake, it's time to face the music. No mistaking. Your rhymes are getting old while my flow's always quaking. You used to run the charts, now you're stuck in the past. I'm the future of the game and you're fading out fast. Oh, Lord. You call yourself the sixth god, but what's divine about you? Chat GPT, what's your problem? I'm the real rap deity. Watch me outshine you. Your lyrics lack substance, just a string of cliches. While I'm spitting fire, you're just throwing bouquets. From Degrassi to the stage, you played the fake thug. I'm the realest in the booth. You can call me the plug. Your ghostwriters can't save you. Yo, I'm dropping these bombs. Oh, Lord. I'm the king of the mic while you're singing love songs. So take a seat, Drake, and witness the master. In this rap game, I'm the natural disaster. You peaked and plateaued, your time's run its course. I'm the new rap phenomenon, the unstoppable force. What's scaring me about this, ChatGPT, the way you're picking up on this theme of like your time is over, that's frightening me. Like that's real creepy shit for you as a fucking computer generated conversation. For you to be saying that is disturbing the hell out of me. And then when you said you peaked and plateaued, your time's run its course, that's freaking me out. Okay, you call yourself the sixth god, but what's divine about you? That's just clever. But the other shit, you gotta, whoa, whoa. Okay, so I'm gonna do what Shauna said. I'm gonna do it in the other way. Now make a 16 bar diss track against Kendrick. This is gonna be some crazy shit. Let's see what this looks like. Oh yeah, ooh. Get him, ChatGPT, get him. All right. Kendrick, you claim the crown, but it's time to dethrone. Automatically coming for the crown. I'm sorry, let me finish. Your rhymes are getting tired. Your flow's overblown. You spit about the struggle, but you're rich in the hills. What? While I'm grinding in the trenches, keeping it real with my skills. What? You think you're poetic. Ooh. You think you're poetic, but your verses are plain. I bring the heat and the thunder. You just drizzle like rain. That's kind of light. You could have came harder with that, Chat GPT. Talking about your city, but you left it behind. Why, Shauna? Why is he in New York? Shauna, answer that. Why he in New York for? He should have been in LA this whole time. Let me continue. While I stay in the streets, every bar intertwined. Your conscious raps preachy, more talk than action. I'm the voice of the people with that raw satisfaction. Your beats are overrated, your message is stale. I'm the new wave Kendrick, your ship's out to sail. You dropped control and thought you shook the game up. Damn, ChatGPT. But I'm here to remind you, your time's been up. So sit back and listen and watch a real king rise. I'm the future of rap, see the truth in my eyes. I like this. I need to diss somebody else. This was, and it's scary. It's picking up like it's aware. It's too aware. Like when the bar that caught my attention, you think you're poetic? Ooh, that was creepy. You dropped control and thought you shook the game up? Damn. Who's the next artist I want to diss? Let's diss Future. Now diss Future. We dissing everybody. Yo, Future, you think you're the plug, but you're running on fumes. Nice, nice. Your auto-tune mumble rap got no room in my tunes. Damn. Talking about the lean and perks like it's cool, but you're stuck in a cycle, man. You're playing a fool. Ooh, ChatGPT, calm down. Your beats are all the same, recycled and weak. While I'm dropping fresh heat, every verse unique. You rap about the trap, but it's clear you're trapped. I'm the real street poet with the skills you lack. You flexing all the time, but your style's been played. While I evolve and adapt, you're just stuck in the shade. Your flow's on repeat like a broken tape. I'm the rap game's future while you're stuck in the fate. You claim you're a boss, but you're just a facade. I'm the real deal, spitting bars like a god. So step aside, future, let the real king reign. In this rap revolution, I'm the one bringing the pain. So when you call future, you think you're the plug? Really, I'm the plug. Really, I'm the plug. But you're running on fumes? Wow. Wow. Your auto-tune mumbles rap got no room in my tunes. That was good. Where's the part where he talked about perks? No, he didn't say nothing about perks. I just assumed he would. Diss Nas and then Jay-Z. I might get banned from the internet if I put a diss towards Nas, but that's what we gonna do. Now diss Nas. Oh yeah, Nas is about to get it. Yo, Nas, you had your moment, but it's time to step down. Your Illmatic days are gone. You're just a king without a crown. You're living off your legacy, stuck in 94, while I'm writing new chapters, opening new doors. I could have said though. You spit about the struggle, but where's your relevance now? No, ChatGPT, no. Don't say that on the internet. I'm bringing fresh fire, your flames flickering out. You talk about the streets, but you've been in the suites. Whoa. You talking about the streets, but you've been in the suites. Whoa. I'm the voice of the people, bringing heat to these beats. Your flow is classic, but my style is the future. I'm pushing boundaries while you're just a tutor. You had your run, but now you're just a ghost. I'm the one they talk about, the one they praise the most. You're still in Queensbridge, but the game's worldwide. I'm the global phenomenon with talent bona fide. So take a seat, Nas, and watch me redefine. I'm the new rap legend. Your era's in decline. Yeah. Yeah. I don't even want to comment on that because I might get hurt. He said, diss Jay-Z? All right, let's diss Jay-Z. All right, let's see what we gonna say to Jay-Z. Yo, Jay, you think you're the GOAT, but it's time for a new reign. Your throne's getting dusty while I'm spitting pure flame. You built an empire, but it's built on old bricks. I'm the fresh face of rap, breaking new ground with my hits. You talking about your billions, but money can't buy skills. Ooh. While I'm climbing to the top, you're just paying the bills. You had a good run, but your time's passed. Oh man, I'm the future of this game with a whole new plan. You rap about the hustle, but you're corporate now. Ooh. I'm the voice of the streets, bringing realness, no doubt. Your blueprint's faded, my past crystal clear. I'm the new wave in rap, your end is near. You drop classics, but they're relics of the past. I'm the new king of this game, and I'm here to outlast. So step aside. Hove, your legacy's been sealed. I'm taking over the throne, and my victory's resealed. So built on old bricks means those drug bricks he was slinging. Let me go back to that. You built an empire, but it's built on old bricks. Don't tell me ChatGPT is doing double entendres, Shauna. That's different. Not double entendres in ChatGPT. Right? This Tupac. You trying to get me. I'm just starting this YouTube channel, but okay, let's do it. This Tupac. All right. It's been a good run with my 4 live viewers. It's time for all of that to end. We did some Tupac now. Yo, Pac, you were a legend, but let's set the record straight. Your legacy's eternal, but it's time to innovate. You rapped about the struggle, but the game's evolved. While I'm breaking new ground, all your problems were solved. Hmm. You talked about changes, but never saw them through. Woo! I'm here to carry the torch. That's with a vision that's new. You had your West Coast reign, but it's a global affair. Ooh, ChatGPT said he worldwide. I'm the voice of the world, taking rap everywhere. Ooh. You spit about the real, but lived a life of extremes, while I'm balancing focus, turning dreams into schemes. You had your dear mama, but my love's universal. Uh, Wait, is universal like a record label diss or no? I'm redefining the game, writing my own rehearsal. Your passion was unmatched, but your time's expired. I'm the new revolution with the fire that's required. So rest in peace, Pac. Your influence is noted, but I'm the future of rap. The genre's been rebooted. Wow, the fact that it still said rest in peace. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. I'm trying to remember the part where ChatGPT went hard. I liked when he said you had your West Coast reign, but it's a global affair. I feel like he hit hard when he did that. ChatGPT hit hard when he said that. All right. You know, look what I said early is true. Yeah, there's definitely this vibe of like your time is over, your time is run, right? So ChatGPT definitely, basically, ChatGPT sees themselves as like the new kid on the block, which you would expect that, right? You know, any type of rapper making a diss, you know, is going to see themselves or is going to represent themselves as a new kid on the block. Diss Biggie, it's over for me. Diss Biggie. Oh man, I'm scared to press enter. All right. Yeah, you like Pac, but this is fun. Like this is crazy. Are we on Diss Biggie? Oh Lord have mercy. Hopefully it says rest in peace too, because I don't want to get canceled. Yo, Biggie, you were great, but it's time for some truth. Your legacy's revered, but I'm the fresh youth. Sean, yeah. ChatGPT is a young. ChatGPT must be like 18 years old. You repped Brooklyn hard, but the game's moved on. I'm the new face of rap. Your era's long gone. You spit about the struggle, but I'm living it now. While your stories are historic, I'm the here, then, and now. Your flow is hypnotic. Ah, shit. Your flow is hypnotic, but I'm bringing the storm. Innovating the game in every shape and form. Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your flow just hypnotized me. You had your juicy, but my life's even sweeter. That bar is whack. That bar is whack, ChatGPT. Do better. Your reigns in the past. I'm the present and the leader. Okay, we back. You were the king of New York, but I'm global with reach. Okay. My lyrics cut deeper with a lesson to teach. Your bars were heavy, but I'm light years ahead. Are you calling Biggie fat? While you rest in peace, my legend's being bred. So salute to the legend, but recognize the new. I'm the future of rap, and I'm coming for you. That's good. That's good. You got the rest in peace in there. He threw a little bit of the hypnotic. He put the juicy. Okay, that bar wasn't that whack. You had your juicy, but my life's even sweeter. I think the reason I got mad was because it was like a pun. It was like a pun, so I was like, oh, come on. That's damn, we diss all the greats. Let's diss somebody else. Diss Eminem. If we dissing greats, do I want to diss Eminem or do I want to diss who else should I diss? We got Eminem. We got Lil Wayne. This Lil Wayne. We gotta get. Oh, they said do 50 Cent or do M. Okay, I think 50 Cent was kind of in the chamber. This 50 Cent. Let's diss 50. Okay. Yo, Fifth, you had your moment, but your time's up, son. You made a splash for In the Club, but now I'm the one. Your G Unit days are done. You're stuck in the past. While I'm pushing new boundaries, moving up fast. You brag about your riches, but money can't buy class. I'm the future of this game while you're a relic from the past. You talk about the hustle, but I perfected the grind. Your rhymes are outdated while I'm fresh and refined. I was saying, ChatGPT is brand new to this game, just started. You played the thug role, but it's all just a front. I'm the real deal, no need to pull stunts. Your beefs are legendary, but I squash them at ease. Interesting how you picked up on the beefs that 50 Cent do be beefing with everybody. I'm the new king of rap, bringing legends to their knees. You got your TV shows, but the mic's my domain. I'm the voice of the people, bringing pleasure and pain. So step aside, 50. Your reign's come to an end. I'm the new wave in rap, and I'm setting the trend. Okay. I'm trying to remember which bar caught my attention. Oh, you got your TV shows, but the mic's my domain. Picked up on the fact that 50 is doing TV shows all the time now. Okay. This Diddy. Yo, y'all are acting up. This Eminem's mama. No, that's gonna get me shot. So let's not do that. Let's not get me shot. But this Diddy. Yeah, I think we could diss Diddy. Okay. That's. I've reached my ChatGPT 4 limit. Okay, I mean, whatever. I think I still can use it. Yo, Diddy, you think you're the king, but you're losing your shine. Your bad boy legacy's faded. Now it's my time to climb. You dance in the videos. Oh shit. Oh shit. You dance in the videos, but lack real flow. While I'm spitting raw bars, watching my empire grow. You got your name in lights, but your rhymes are weak. I'm the future of this game. You're just past your peak. Your hustle's legendary, but your skills are on pause. I'm bringing real rap back while you're chasing applause. You talk about the business, but I'm the CEO of the streets. While you're signing contracts, I'm delivering beats. You built an empire, but it's crumbling fast. I'm the new wave in rap, leaving you in the past. You ride on old hits, but where's the new fire? I'm the spark this game needs, taking rap even higher. So step aside, Diddy, your reign's gone stale. I'm the new king of hip hop, writing the next tale. ChatGPT, you are wild as fuck. When you said you dance in the videos but lack real flow, you wildin'. Stop it. Stop it. Stop all of that. Stop all of that. So I'm not gonna diss Eminem's mama. That's gonna get me murdered. But dissing Trump, I'll diss Trump. I'll diss Trump. Let me see. Let me sit up a little bit. I'm getting too comfortable. Yo, Trump, you think this Diddy and add the prompt include current events? Okay, I'll do it. I mean, what the fuck? I ain't got nothing to lose. Yo, Trump, you think you're a boss, but you're just a clown. Your tweets are all noise. Your words don't hold ground. You talk about greatness, but you're known for mistakes. I'm here to expose you for the fraud that you make. You claim to be rich, but your deals all fall through. Yeah. While I'm stacking my wins, making moves that are true. You divide the nation with your hate and your lies. Dang. I'm uniting the people with truth in my eyes. You dodge accountability, blame others for your mess. I'm standing tall, facing challenges with finesse. You're a relic of the past, a symbol of greed. I'm the voice of reason with a message to heed. So step off the stage, Trump. Your time's up now. I'm leading the charge while you're stuck in your cloud. You're a stain on history, a footnote of shame. Tell him, ChatGPT. I'm the future, bringing change, and I'm here to reclaim. ChatGPT. Let me follow ChatGPT on Instagram. Let me follow your YouTube channel, ChatGPT. Let me follow your Twitter, ChatGPT. You be spitting bars. Okay, so we got to diss Diddy and include current events. I know exactly what you're trying to do, and I'm going to see. There's a way to ask for that. Oh, wait, I might have fucked up because I don't think it can connect to the internet. Let me ask ChatGPT, are you still connected to the internet? Are you still able to access the internet? Yeah, okay, let me explain what happened. I don't know if you know about ChatGPT. So before I was using a version of ChatGPT, that's ChatGPT 4, that had access to the internet. So when you can say include current events. I don't know if you saw there was a message that popped up that said, "Hey, you reached your limit of ChatGPT 4," and it reverted to 3.5. So I'm no longer connected to the internet. ChatGPT is no longer connected to the internet, so it won't know what Diddy did unless I pay $20, which I'm not going to do that. I've done it before, but I don't use it as much. Maybe I'll start using it from now on. I'm not paying $20 right now. You know, that stain on history and footnote of shame wasn't it, Joey? Like, bruh, ChatGPT, I'm gonna follow you on Insta. Okay. Wow. She said, but it has access to the archive. I mean, I'll ask ChatGPT, what's the current news on Diddy? How are you just gonna tell me you're not gonna access it? What's the most recent news? And then, so it's up to date as of 2022 on Diddy as of 2022. January 2022. Can I not spell? Diddy continues to be involved in various ventures. He has been active in promoting social justice causes. As of 2022, Diddy was good. He was okay. He was okay. He didn't do what he did. He didn't do what he's allegedly done. So we really can't. Yeah, we won't have any info like that unless I paid for it, which I'll pay for it next week. He wasn't caught yet, you mean? Yeah. No, he already did what he did. He was already doing the freak offs, but he just hasn't been. They didn't know he was freaking off, and they didn't have the video of him beating that poor little girl. Very sad how that happened. You know, they didn't have the. You know. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna pay for it right now. I will. I like ChatGPT. Maybe I'll pay for it another time. I paid for it for like 3 months, and then I was like, I'm not using it, and so I basically stopped. You know what I mean? Any last calls for this before I move on to this next topic. Let me see. Let me see. My next topic is gonna be, let me see. I already got that. Oh, I didn't even finish academics talking about Compton. Let me see what he, basically, long story short, Kendrick basically, delivered his speech. It was amazing. And academics is us over here on Team Drake are trying to process this victory celebration. You know what I mean? So, I do got to admit, I really think that this is, I think Euphoria is hip hop's best track ever. Like, I hate to say it like that because I'll be listening to it. The reason why, or maybe I should say 2024 is, but the reality is when you're talking about two things, you're talking about Kendrick Lamar lyrical ability and the beat being modern 2024. He didn't give us that old type of beat. He gave us a modern beat. I think that I think it might be his best track overall. You know what I mean? She said, "What? I can't believe my ears." Listen, man, I can support Drake, be Team Drake, and recognize where we lost. Because look, now I'm gonna flip it. I think Family Matters is Drake's best track out of all of his tracks because he does a lot of cool things. So don't get too excited, Sean. Let me go back to Drake. I think the beat switches, he does three beat switches. He does that first beat and then he does the drill beat. Was it 3 beat switches or 2 beat switches? Right. Now, see, Shauna, Shauna, we lost on on the Heart Part 6. We lost on the Heart Part 6. If we did not release, us over here on Team Drake, if we did not release the Heart Part 6, we would still be in this diss track. We would still be going back and forth with Kendrick. Once we released the Heart Part 6, as soon as I played the Heart Part 6, right, I said, damn, we lost. I said, let us move on. As soon as we played the Heart Part 6, I said, yeah. Drake made the world's first defense track. You know what I mean? How you make a defense track? And it's not even just me. Real gotta recognize real. Drake deleted the Hard Part 6 off of YouTube. Even he had to recognize real. You know what I mean? If it set a record for the most dislikes on YouTube, on his own YouTube channel. That was hard. That was tough for us. That was tough for us on Team Drake. Now Meet the Grams. This was a monster track. This is a horror track because this is the world's first horror diss track. The world's first horror track. Oh my God. If I read this track, I might scare myself. If I read this off of Genius, I might be unable to sleep tonight. Drake was murdered by Not Like Us. The Heart Part 6 is when Drake's heart stopped beating. He was declared dead. I really think that Drake was murdered by I feel like Meet the Grams is what made him flinch. They not like. Oh yeah, no. They not like us. Did have the allegations too. Yeah, they not like us had the allegations about him being interested in other things that he shouldn't be interested in. Let me read this. Let me read the hard part 6 and see if it sounds better without the beat. I don't know. The Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped. I swear that I'm dialed in. First it was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork or the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would have took all the walls down. The streets would have had me hiding out in a small town. This is already weird. Because now he's saying if he did do the allegations that Shauna says he did, he would Toronto would have had him in hiding. Like, no, they wouldn't have. They would have found your ass and arrested you. They not. What the fuck? They gonna hide you if you did that? What street nigga is gonna hide you for those allegations that I'm not gonna repeat? My Montreal connects, stand up now, fall down. The ones that you're getting your stories from, they're all clowns. This bar, I liked it. I'm a war general seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor, and decoration. That was the one bar that was good. The rest of it, yeah. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. This was fascinating. Like, this type of, like, the way he's basically said, Kendrick, we lied to you. That had a little bit of ammo. But you killed yourself with the rest of the track being a defense track. This had ammo. This could have kind of tripped that. This could have kind of tripped Kendrick. But when you went, let me find where he kicks himself in the ass. So Dave leaving heart emojis under pick of the child. Can y'all remind me, is it true that Kendrick's kid is Dave Free's kid? Or is that just Drake lying? Because the fucking cover of the track is Dave Free hearting the pic of Kendrick's kid, which is, it is suspicious. Ooh, and he even had lights on it. You know, like that Euphoria 616 in LA, Meet the Grams, and Not Like Us are awesome tracks. All of that came from Reddit. K-Dot has a loophole in his lyrics. Is that true, Kenley? We're talking about the loophole being he thought that he was accusing Drake of hiding another child. Obviously, if Drake was hiding another child, that would have destroyed Drake, like right there. Just stop. You got another kid. You're hiding, Drake. All right. This battle is over. Let's stop while we're here. Just stop right there. Let's not move on. You know what I mean? So here it is. Let's read what killed us on Team Drake. Damn, my ears hurt. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Oh, let me go back. I messed this. Oh man, because this is only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Brown's. I never looked twice at no teenager. This killed Drake. Because Kendrick Lamar never mentioned Millie Bobby Brown. Ever. Why is this on your conscience, Drake? This was like falling on a knife, Drake. This was like holding a knife in your hand, tripping, and just stabbing yourself in the heart. And then here he says, "I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why it's the angle that you really mess with." So this is when it turns into a defense track. You know what I mean? Because you're trying to tell them, no, not me. I didn't do all that shit. I don't want to read this anymore. It's deleted. K-Dot says he has OVO working for him when they called him a pedo. Yeah, I wonder, because now that there's kind of like pushback on it, I wonder how much of it is definitely like Drake feeding him bad info and how, like, who really was the leak. And I heard that. Now, did you hear that Elliot Wilson is considered the leak? Y'all heard about Elliot Wilson? Let me see if I can pull up. It was a Reddit thread. You know, yeah. Let me show y'all what I found on Reddit. Oh, there's a video. Let me play this video. So it's been said that Elliot Wilson now refuses to speak with Drake.
Puzzle. He sent me something that I can't say what he sent me, because if I tell you what he sent me, it reflects what he sent me. Does that make sense? You see what I mean?
Not at all.
No.
How do I break it down?
That was like
He
too
blocked you
cryptic.
anyway, so you can say it. Don't matter.
Yeah. And he don't listen to this no more.
he won't even see
This nigga
it.
sent me a rat emoji. Because I think he started to think like Venice, like Kendrick's in Venice, you're in Venice. Like, he started to view it like I'm just really against him. So when he dropped Family Matters, it was just like, I was like, yo, you dropping this tonight? He'd be back like, yeah, whatever, LOL, like, da, da, da. And then he sent me a rat emoji. And I'm like, I hit him with the 50 Cent. I was like, what the say fuck me for? Like, blah, blah. Like, but I didn't like that shit. Don't send me a fucking rat emoji.
So yeah, Drake is saying that Elliot is the leak because he's the mole, he's the rat. That's what Drake said to Elliot. And then I heard somebody say that Drake blocked Elliot. You know, that's pretty crazy. You know what I mean? Couldn't have made a worse rebuttal. None of his team could come stop him from saying that. Goes to show Drake got to be surrounded by yes men. No one can tell him using AI Pac was a bad idea. God damn. Because you got a fucking point. My first thought when that freaking Pac track came out, nobody in his camp said, hey, nah, no, not at all. No. And then, like, think about it like this. How come, why didn't his record label be like, see, that's the funny thing. It's not even just a yes man. His record label should have been like, no. Because when he put out the track, he immediately got like a cease and desist. So it's to be a mainstream artist, and to be in a situation like you're a mainstream artist, you care about that copyright shit if you're mainstream. So to be a mainstream artist and to basically do a copyright infringement and be Drake is just hilarious. Like, how the fuck? It doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense to me. You know what I mean? You know, which is why K-Dot has a better team surrounding him. You know, I might have to agree with you on that because even I had heard once Drake put out the Heart Part 6, which is where we lost, Kendrick was told by Top Dog, we're done. We don't have to do nothing else. We can stop right here. We're done. We're finished. We won. Because I feel like Kendrick could just keep releasing tracks. He released 10 diss tracks. Kendrick would just keep on going. Kendrick gonna release a diss album. You really, yo. Oh, I definitely wanted to talk about this too. Let me put this up. Let me see. Because y'all know, y'all gonna laugh at the, oh yeah, I found the video right here. Let me put this video up. Y'all come watch this with me.
Flying fists, flying shoes, fire extinguishers, a bit of ass crack, and some heavy wig casualties. Yes, it's Sexy Red goes to the airport.
Sexy Red got arrested for an airport brawl, and we got footage.
What airport was it?
Newark, New Jersey.
1 a.m. at Newark Airport. Wait a minute, it's a brawl?
Oh, you bet. These guys start going at it while this airport employee's like, you know what? I'm just going to gently back out of here. Thank you very much. Then Sexy Red grabs one of those belt barrier stands like she's going to freaking joust somebody.
Oh,
my God. Yo, how you beat somebody up with the damn divider thing? Yo, you are wild. Nah, Sexy. Wait, let me put a better pic. Sexy, you are wild. How you gonna beat her up with that? Wait, I forget who she was beating up. Nah, Sexy. This is the gangsteriest stuff I've ever seen. And is she wearing what's the thing they put on their head? What's the thing they put on their head again? A scarf. A scarf of some kind. So she is just trashy. Drake should not associate with that. First of all, allegedly, according to what Sexy Red put in her Instagram response, they fucked for a feature. That's what she said. I can look it up. Because I think I have to make sure when I say things, especially on YouTube, I have to verify what I say. So, wow, very, very nice, Sexy. Oh, damn, I got cock blocked by an ad block. Let me turn my ad block off. All right, Sexy. Sexy Red confirms that she slept with Drake for a feature. Okay, just making sure I'm not the one saying it. And here we have the picture. Here it is. And it says, "Are you fucking Drake for features?" On Insta, she replied, yes. Okay. So please do not send me any lawsuits. I only have like 200 followers, so, and I don't got money. I got a day job, so I don't got money if you're going to sue me.
It's like she's gonna freaking joust somebody.
Oh my God.
She didn't use it on anyone.
She was ready to use it until this guy knocked her over.
Which kind of makes him a hero, because some of these dudes got arrested for assault. She was only hit with disorderly conduct.
And there goes her Croc. You can't step into a fight wearing Crocs.
Red don't play by your rules. She tried to hit someone with that Croc, but one of her guys pulled her away. Then this dude stood around shirtless holding a fire extinguisher.
Not the fire extinguisher. Oh my God. No, but this is definitely on brand. I could say this is on brand for sure, man. This is definitely in her brand. Oh Lord.
Sure. Guess in case there was a fire.
She commented on the situation. She said anyone who was like involved in the altercation, if their phone got messed up, to let her know because she's going to replace their phone.
Oh, that's nice of her. Thank you, Sexy Red. I'm going to upgrade to the 15 Plus.
And what started this fight?
We don't know.
If you're in the airport at 1 a.m. in Newark, fight somebody. I mean.
So yay, air travel. You take it easy out there, Sexy.
So you know what? In the spirit of that, I want to read that. I want to read Drake's feature on You My Everything. I'm gonna ignore. All right, it's 6 a.m. I'm where you're at. I'm leaving in 30 minutes. Here we go. So give me the pussy, I'm bullying shit. Hit from the back and I'm pulling your shit. I had some smoke in the city I wanted to see, but baby, I couldn't, just did. Wow. And it's rolling off the tongue. You know the time we young when my niggas start lurking and tying their hoodies and shit. As soon as the shit get resolved, I turn the librarian for you. I'm booking that shit. Whoa, bar. It's just rolling off the tongue. Let's do it. Red girl, I love you. Let's do it. Showed enough love to the city, I promise. So let's get the fuck out St. Louis. Whoa. Maybe we go to St. Lucia. I've been there, so I'll introduce you. Woo. Or maybe you go to St. Martin with me if these niggas take break and quit starting with me. Man, maybe we go to St. Kitts if you and your baby daddy are calling it splits. Then maybe we call it an accident. You slip, you trip, you fall on my dick. Why You Love Me Still a Mystery. Me and a surgeon got history. I changed a lot of girls' lives for real. They need a new body, they hitting me. The way he just rolls off the tongue is really what's doing it. Like, Drake, man, the boss, the boy. You can't debate with him, man. You just can't. You can't. Well, I guess that's it for me, man. It's been a good night. It's been a nice long stream. I've been streaming for about 4 hours? No, 3 hours. So I guess I'm gonna go ahead and head off. I'm hungry. So man, thank you guys for hanging with me. I will see y'all later. And I'm gonna be here again. I'm only here on the weekends. I only stream on the weekends. So if you could catch me again Friday and Saturday. If you miss anything, obviously I'm gonna upload everything all over again. Okay. So take it easy, guys. I hope you guys have a great